that noise? What is that noise? There we go. Okay. What am I going to listen to? Last minute.
This is a HeadGum podcast.
This is All Fantasy Everything, the podcast where we fantasy draft anything and everything from the world of pop culture. Our guest today is comedian, actor, and podcaster Caleb Heron. Caleb hosts the Keeping Records podcast on HeadGum. On today's episode, we're drafting a fantasy buffet because God only knows the next time we can get to a buffet, so they need the love now more than ever. I'm your host, the avuncular Ian Carmel, and joining me as always are my friends and comedians, Sean Jordan and David Bory. Let's get those spoons hot and dip them into the fucking buffet, shall we? Welcome to another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything, the podcast that already has a 10-mile bike ride in Bruffs.
Now let me stop you right there.
Already.
What does avuncular mean?
I was going to ask for Sean, actually.
Sure you were. Yeah.
Neither one of you knows what avuncular means.
I thought it was a George Clinton word.
Can I guess?
Let's have a guess.
Does it mean fun?
It means relating to an uncle, dude.
Avuncular. And like an evil uncle?
Like an uncle.
I don't think you could just...
Rage Against the Machine's third album, Evil Uncle?
It's like an avuncular man. It's an avuncular, like you're kind of someone's uncle. You're not like a full parental figure, but you're in there. You're giving advice.
Oh.
You're dropping off a present every now and then. You know, you're maybe teaching them some lessons that the dad doesn't feel comfortable giving. Avuncular, dude.
Now, is this gendered? Is there also avuncular?
I think you could be avuncular.
I just want to know for Sean.
You're right. Caleb, you can talk whenever, by the way. This isn't one of those ones.
Oh, I was gonna let you guys just blow the fucking lights out. I was
No,
like, these
dude.
guys are going up.
Caleb, what does avuncular mean? Please.
Well, I think it means something different. This is standpoint theory. It means something different to everybody who hears it. And to me, it means kind of, zany guy who lives in like a regional college town.
Yeah.
Color-coded bookshelf.
Yeah, that's what it means to me.
Gotcha.
Like a Madison, like the local Madison bike guy. He's always on his bike.
You know the guy.
Yeah.
He's always around campus. He's selling books out of his backpack or whatever.
He's got those things on the spokes that go that slide up and down as the bike wheel goes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's, he sells cheap weed, but like you gotta stick around and he rolls all the joints. He insists.
He has a 60-year-old African gray parrot that he brings into places that sell food.
He goes barefoot in the student union. No one knows why he's there, why he won't wear shoes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like a
He's
cool
got a beard
guy.
without a mustache. You know that guy.
You know the guy.
You know that guy. He's very avuncular.
I do know that guy.
Yeah.
Lived with that guy.
He's got patches on his tweed backpack. You know this dude.
He's got patches. He's a non-traditional student. Rolly backpack. It's a rolly backpack that you roll around with a little, handle.
Yeah.
I like the idea that he's had that since the 70s, though. Like,
Yeah.
he had that before the
Got
children
like
did.
clay wheels
He
on
made
it.
it.
Yeah.
He knew Tom's of Maine, and now he thinks he's a sellout. Like, he knew the dude. He knew Tom.
They used to make toothpaste together.
Yeah.
It was his idea to make toothpaste.
They would stomp the berries by themselves. You know what I mean? Like, yeah.
And he'll be the first one to tell you. He's the first one to tell you his idea was toothpaste.
Oh, yeah, dude. I mean, I had him at my bacchanal the other day outside. He wouldn't shut the fuck up about it.
Tom was in there making lamb's hoof deodorant, and he's like, why don't we fucking switch it up, dude? Start making toothpaste. So, there it is. Thanks for tuning in. All Fantasy Everything. We'll see you again next week.
Let's go, man. I gotta go skating. Let's get out of here.
Skating?
Oh yeah, he's an ice skater. He's a big ice skater. Figure
No, I
skating.
skateboard, and I'm not scared to talk about it. I'll tell you that. I'll bring it up sometime.
Can you do tricks? Be honest.
I can now. So this last year, I've been skating every day, and now I'm good again. I'm not ashamed to say it. So it's pretty fun.
Oh, well, congratulations, man. I'm really proud of you.
I appreciate it. It's
I could
been
never
a
do
fun
it.
journey. It's
You might.
yeah, dude. I don't think I haven't put it past anyone.
Skateboard. I get the reason I couldn't do it is I get and make some noise if this happens to you, Sean. I get really intimidated by cool skateboarding teens.
Dude,
Don't bring them around me.
it is such a bummer. You know what I hate? This is where I feel that I hate going through their hits of weed. That's what now I'm like, oh, because I stay far enough away, and I'm like, we're in a goddamn pandemic, and I stay away, but then I'll skate, and I'm just like, I smell weed, and I'm like, that's a hit. That came out of someone's lungs. That's air. That's someone else's air. And I'm like, I can't deny it now. I know I just went through someone's hit, and I just look over, I'm like, you fucking teenagers. Why don't you go to school?
Go get a fucking job.
Because of the pandemic.
Go
Oh, yeah.
to internet school, Dave.
Go help somebody.
It's not 12 hours a day, Gramps.
It should be.
Let the kids party.
I had to blow all my teachers when I was in school.
Why
They can
are you
go to
at
internet.
work? Why are you at work? They got the same question for you, man. You don't know.
Yeah.
What if it's President's Day?
Why are you playing a children's game at noon?
I know you two were those punk teenagers at the skateboard park blowing hits of weed for
we're
God and
cool.
everyone to
Danny
skate.
and I are
Come
always
on.
gonna side with the punk teens, dude.
Come on, man.
I wanna ask Sean, what was the system you had in school where you said you were blowing all your teachers? What was it for? Were you for grades or just what
Well,
was?
it was a block schedule. They used to do that in South Dakota. It's all different.
It's a magnet school. It's a magnet school.
I had a really inspirational basketball coach when I was 2, and he told me I couldn't do it, and I proved him wrong for the
So
next
you blew all your teachers? Yeah, it's a tale as old as time. Yeah.
forever. I
I
proved
think
him
that's
wrong.
what Finding Forrester was about, right?
That's the Finding Forrester. Yeah. Wasn't
Yeah.
Busta Rhymes in Finding Forrester?
I feel like anybody could have been in Finding Forrester, and I would believe you.
Busta Rhymes was in one of those movies, and then he shows up, and
Buster
you're
Rhymes
like,
was in Higher Learning.
nah, because I haven't seen Higher Learning, and I've seen Busta Rhymes in a movie like Finding Forrester.
He was in Narc.
Finding Forrester is the movie where he says, "You're the man now, dog."
That's
Right?
right. Yeah.
Sean Connery says that. Sean, you've seen Finding Forrester, right?
I sure have. Sean
It's on my Showtime. You can watch.
What is Finding Forrester? When was it? What is this? This is a film?
This is before your day, and there's no reason it would have made it to yours. It's
No, it's one of
It's
those
not.
like, oh, this black kid can't do anything, but he could read good. Thanks, Sean Connery. And
Sean
then
Connery plays a who's the guy who wrote Franny and Zoe and that reclusive author and Catcher in the Rye.
Salinger.
Salinger. So
Shout out to 9 Stories, by the way.
JD, he plays
Good word.
a JD Salinger sort of type, like a recluse, and yeah, he discovers this like an African American kid who's like got a lot of promise, and he like helps guide him up through the literary process, and either Busta Rhymes is in it or he's not, and Sean Connery says, "You're the man now, dog," as a way to sort of branch out.
Yeah. You love when an older white person can save a teen.
Yeah,
It's my favorite genre of movie. It's basically Dangerous Minds, too.
Michelle Pfeiffer had already turned the chair around, so they were like, "How do we get
How do we
Sean Connery to verbally turn the chair around?" And it's by him saying, "You're the man now, dog."
I'll tell you, Dangerous Minds does not hold up, and I wanted it to really bad.
No, that movie's stupid.
It's so bad.
I'll venture to say every movie in that goddamn genre is stupid, and I've hated them since childhood.
Mhm.
That's what I will venture to say. Black kids can't do stuff until we come and teach them.
That's right.
I cried in front of this tough kid because I wanted to see. My mom was riding me and this tough kid that I grew up with. She was driving us to see Dangerous Minds, and then on the way there, she found out it was rated R, and she's like, "You can't go." And I was well old enough to not have that make me start
It
crying.
was
But
wow old enough. It was wow old
It was
enough.
well old enough,
It
Mike.
was wow old enough.
I was a proper 6th grader. And,
Sean, I cried in front of a cool kid once. All of his other friends couldn't go to the city to shop at the mall with his mom and him, and he invited me. And my mom sent me with $50 to get a pair of sneakers, and we didn't have a lot of money, and I lost the $50, and I was like,
that's a big swing.
I was like, no, and I was crying, and we were in the backseat of his mom's car driving home, and I was like crying in the window, trying to like hide it, and he was like, "Dude, are you crying?" And I was like, "No, it's just the sun."
Until I was 28, I would have cried if I lost $50.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'd cry now if I lost $50 of my mom's money. Yeah.
That's a fat chunk, dude. That's a lot of pogs.
Yeah.
Plus, you can get some Skechers for that. You can slide into a Croc at $50. You know what I mean? That's not nothing.
You can get 2 pairs of Nike sleds.
Mm-hmm.
And Sean, just so you're not alone, I cried into my mother's bosom in front of my middle school crush once. So
Aww.
she saw it. Yeah.
Why?
But as a move, right? As a like
No.
as a head game.
So I busted this dude's back up at wrestling, and they called the ambulance, and I was all scared. And then they call your mom because you hurt somebody. And my mom came, and as soon as my mom just like got to the gym, because the kid was like on a stretcher and he had a brace. And as soon as my mom came into the gym,
Jesus.
I just started bawling, like into her, like.
When you say balling, you mean like between the leg, behind the back,
Yeah, boop,
like
boop, boop, boop.
ball, like
Dribbling.
over the shoulder.
This was 4 years before N1. This was all Glover,
shit.
baby.
Oh no!
Yeah, her name was Sophia. She was a girl who wore Dickies. She was so cool. And then I cried into her. But then like a week later, she saved me from getting into a fight. Saved me is the right word.
What was the move you did that paralyzed another child?
It didn't paralyze him. He's good, right?
Okay, he's cool. Okay, good.
No, tell that to all the bar fights he's been in the last 20 years.
We were learning the fireman's carry, and I got him on my back, and I just dropped him weird. But also, fuck that kid. He was a bully. Like, he was a bad kid.
Hurting kids in youth sports was fucking terrifying.
You broke somebody's legs, right?
I broke both of his legs in like 8th grade.
Yeah, but Ian wasn't a youth. This kid owed a bunch of people a bunch of money.
That was the last time I cried because I lost $50 on it.
And he never crossed you again.
He never crossed me again.
He
It's
didn't
like,
cross the street again, I'll tell you that.
listen, if I have 1 or 2 items on the conveyor belt at the grocery store and I just have to dash off to grab an apple or a tomato, I don't forfeit my spot, kid. All right, I don't care if you're buying a pack of gum. That's my spot, and you wait as long as it takes. All right.
Yeah.
Because there's gala apples, and I have to think if I want sort of that sort of cidery, delightful experience, or more of a tart Granny Smith.
I will say, in the kids' defense, I've been apple shopping with you, and it's a fucking nightmare.
Yeah, well,
Exactly.
You can't make up your mind.
Anyone can get it when Ian's out shopping for apples. I've
He's
seen
an apple diva. I'll say it. He's an apple diva.
And
Yeah,
I freely
said
admit
it.
this. I spent a lot of time in therapy preparing myself to reconcile the fact that I am an apple diva, but like, it is what makes me happy. All right, and like. The specter of having not chosen the right apple when I don't spend enough time in there is so toxic that none of you would be friends with me if I allowed that to dominate my life like I used to, and then we'll move on from it.
I'm just looking forward for you to dropping Apple Diva jeans.
I would Apple Diva jeans.
A country song. A honky tonk song. Apple diva jeans.
the boots with the spurs.
I would fucking, I mean, we're kidding, but I would get down to this.
Yeah, no, that would be exciting. That would be an exciting
Brooks and
song.
Dunn could lay this down, and I would be jamming it on a drive home.
I don't go for that music a lot, but I think Brooks and Dunn got it.
Yes!
They're hit makers.
Yes!
Quite a bit. I listen to Neon Moon.
One of my worst qualities was I was never a everything but rap and country, but I was absolutely an everything but country like music person, and like that's so obnoxious because then once I was like I hate especially radio country. I like Johnny Cash, but then I started listening to some radio country and I'm like, oh no, it's good. A lot of it's good.
It's just like radio pop, baby.
Yeah.
All it is pop. There's such a thin line between country and pop music. I mean, you can barely, it's like rice paper, dude. You barely see it.
Country, popular country music is just populist pop. It's like, it's just the same thing, but they're talking about stuff that people actually care about.
You're welcome. You're welcome,
Yeah,
everyone.
right.
You're welcome.
You're welcome.
Oh
Here.
man, that person who just said it's a thin line. It's a thin line between blade and skate. He'll tell you that. Sean Jordan, Sean is Jordan on Twitter. Sean Cougar Melon Jordan on Instagram.
Right.
Sean rolling with the beanie Jordan on the Spitfire logo, dude.
You know, and like, so probably half the time I have this on, I'm thinking take it off. And the other half, I'm feeling myself, and I think they balance out into a nice, respectable young man who's going to be 40 this year.
Sean, do you ever get yelled? I get yelled at for wearing beanies. Does this happen to you guys?
Yeah,
People get
it
mad
does.
at me. People get mad at me because I wear it as fashion, so it's not over my ears. I just like the way it looks. People get mad at me. It's not cold enough. You're not even You're not working in a factory. I'm like, what? I look hot. What is the problem?
I get the exact same experience. People call me Steve Zissou if I have a beanie with that double roll, and I'm like, other people wore beanies before him.
Well, what? It's like everybody wearing a hat. It's not to keep the sun out of your eyes. You know, it's like if someone has a hat with a bill on it, it's not because it's like, well, I've been out farming all day and my face is getting sunburned. It's just you have a hat on.
It's cute.
I still get made fun of a lot for wearing a backwards hat. I wear like a backwards trucker hat, and I was doing a show one time in Denver, in Boulder maybe. It wasn't Brent, so I forget who it was, but somebody, I walked in, the very first thing they said, they were like, nice hat, and it was the person putting on the show, and I did not really take it that well. Normally I do, and I wasn't mean, but I was like, why'd you say that? And they laughed, and I was like, you weren't kidding, why'd you say that? You just wanted to make me feel weird, like right before I headlined the show?
Yeah.
And they were like, well, it's a joke. And I was like, yeah, but I look like this. This is what I look like. And I wore this, and you know I wore this. I really got into it. I was like, I wore this. I thought I looked all right.
You know what? I like me.
My wife likes me.
I seriously, I might as well have like kicked the dirt on the ground and been like, I'm not to do this show. But yeah.
Oh, good for you, Sean. Good for you for
And then
standing up for yourself.
This same show, this is hilarious. So the same show, right before I was gonna go up, or like 10 minutes before, they come up and they were like, hey, there's a guy in the bathroom and he's brandishing a knife. And they just said that to me, and I was like, okay. And they didn't say anything, and I was like, what the fuck? And then they were gonna bring me up, and right before I was like, what happened to old boy with the knife? And they go, oh, the cops came in and got him. And I was like, tell me that. Tell me that he's not here anymore, brandishing
Gotta
knives.
stand up.
Yeah,
Only
dude.
tell me if someone's brandishing and Monica-ing a knife in the bathroom. That's the
Yeah.
only time I want to hear about it,
I
personally.
want to hear if some guy's in there going, full boy is mine.
Yeah. To go back to the beanie for a second, I also want to say, listen, as heavy as gentlemen of size, sometimes our options are a little bit limited. And if I want to throw on a beanie and throw a double roll on it, or let me fucking get down with that, because I can't put on the little vest or whatever it is you want to accessorize.
Yeah, stores don't sell clothes for me, bitch. So I have 3 options. I can get into hats, watches, or sneakers. Maybe
That's
all
it.
3. That's it.
Yeah,
All
yeah.
3.
And I can't even do all the hats.
Yeah, and if you see me wearing a hat and it doesn't look like it's serving any function, it's just because I'm a little cutie. That's why it is.
Exactly.
I'm a little cutie, and that's why I have it.
I can't do the big 10-gallon.
Right. The fucking industry Coco Chanel for me, okay?
Yes, yes. I'm sorry I can't wear one of those giant 10-gallon hats. The only fat guys who look good in those are E.J. Johnson. I don't make the rules. I don't make the fucking rules, dude.
Now, Caleb, I appreciate it so much because I'm gonna start saying because I'm a little cutie.
You're
Someone's
a
like, why you have a hat on? I'll
cutie.
be like, because I'm a little
You
cutie.
are a little cutie.
Yeah.
That's why I do
Yeah.
anything. If you ever see me doing something that doesn't make sense, just chalk it up to me being a little cutie.
Yeah.
I love it. I love it.
Absolutely.
Sean, how was the beach, dude?
Good, man. I did that thing where you stand on the. I went to the beach by myself a couple times. Like I left the family at the crib, and I was like, I'm gonna go walk, and and I'm walking, and I'm like,
Now, when you say the family, do you mean Laura and the rat?
yeah,
Sean has been playing. Caleb, Sean has had a
I'll
rat
boil
in
your
his
nuts, David. I'll boil them right in front
He's
of
had
you.
a rat in his house for months that he's been trying to get rid of in a humane manner, and he finally switched to a kill trap for the first time, and the rat straight up stole the food out of the kill trap and left.
I fucking love that. I love that for the rat so much.
I
It
know.
is one of those, snap, like they're gnarly, and I was scared to set the peanut butter on it. I set it ever so, and then I put it up against the wall in my workout room. It's not a big deal. I go in there sometimes, and so I set the trap in my workout room. I come in, and the peanut butter's off of this thing. I touched it with the end of my shoe. I wasn't wearing my shoe, but I touched it with my toe. Snap. I mean, it was insane how sensitive this thing was, and the rat just got it. So like, yeah, I gotta move out, man.
You're an apex predator, and you need to back the fuck off, Sean, because
Yeah.
I'm worried for you.
Yeah.
I'm trying to do what I can. I have a little bastard on the way, and this rat's gonna raise my bastard, I think, and I don't know what to do about it.
Damn, that's really sad.
the rap may raise its own bastard. We don't know whose kid this really is. Now, Sean, you said you walked on the beach alone. I just want to remind you, you always walk with the Lord. So if there was only one set of footprints, that's when he was carrying you?
Yeah, he was carrying me. Yeah.
Yes.
He carried me through.
Yeah.
I made the mistake of going out right before high tide, so he actually had to carry me a ways. But,
Fireman's carried you. Yeah.
The Lord, she carried me through high
Oh
tide.
my God! I never thought about it that way.
Not a lot of people have. Me and Dishwalla. That's about it.
Thank you for saying that.
Thank you.
I do what I can, man.
David Voorhees here, Cool Guy Jokes 77 on Instagram. The G is silent on Twitter. How are you, buddy?
Oh, I'm out here. I'm running and gunning. I'm making my moves, other vague things, so you don't know what's actually going on.
That's right. Keep them guessing, dude.
I'm out here.
David's on a plane right now.
I got my fingers in a lot of pots, and they're getting sticky, so,
David's recording from a hot air balloon hovering over an undisclosed location.
Yeah, I'm in a bunker. Whatever.
I kind of said undisclosed like Paul Hollywood there. Undisclosed.
I like that for you, though. I like that a lot.
Said it like Rob Stark.
But yeah, I'm doing good. Falling back in love with Janet Jackson. Just,
She's having a moment right now. People are on the Janet train.
I went down, I was walking around, and I was listening to Prince, and the title suggested Pleasure Principle, and I played Pleasure Principle, and then I just have been going Janet for like 2 days. She's great, man.
We're about to be in a Janet songs, I really think, because the Britney of it all, and then the Justin Timberlake reckoning is on its way, and Janet's about to be front and center. I'm really excited for her.
Oh, bring her back.
Bring her back.
That was why I could never get on board with the Justin Timberlake thing.
I've been standing behind the velvet rope, waiting for this tour to kick back up for a long time.
It's
you remember
so
that little
sexy.
window when she had like "That's the Way Love Goes" and "If"? Those two songs, "That's the Way Love Goes" and "If."
Oh yeah.
And they're so when she would, she had that vest she was wearing, but she was in the pocket so hard right there. Then she had that song on the Poetic Justice soundtrack. Never again. It was Never.
Oh my God, that song!
Fire, dude. And then back in the day, "Love Will Never Do Without You." I know I'm just naming Janet Jackson songs, but she's had so many different, amazing
I get so lonely.
parts of her career.
Ooh.
I feel like she decides when she wants to. If she wanted, like at any moment, I feel like Janet Jackson could have been like, "I'm back," and then had like a hit record.
Black Cat, Rhythm Nation, like she has so many different sounds, and they all are dope.
Yeah,
I throw "It's All for You" on all the time.
Oh, that sounds great.
And then what's that one where she sampled Joni Mitchell? That song is really good.
Anytime.
Oh
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. I don't know.
Joni
what that
Mitchell
song's
never lied. Like, yeah, that's really good. We're in the Janet songs. Anything to talk about, dude?
No, but I got some stuff that I just did that you'll see pretty soon. So keep your eyes to the skies.
That's right. Yeah.
Ears to the ground. Buffalo coming.
Absolute Buffalo stance. Chutney and cherry.
Yeah.
Caleb Heron is here.
It's me.
Comedian. Podcaster.
Keep going. Yeah.
Actor. Bon vivant. Cologne salesman. Apple diva.
Little cutie.
Brand new Avuncle.
Little cutie. Little cutie. Free range porpoise trainer.
I'm gonna start going by Little Cutie. Like that's my stage name now. That's Little Cutie. That'd be hot, honestly.
That would be amazing.
Then you get like a little satin jacket with one of the clementines on the breast, and it says "Little Cutie." Is that too much?
Unfuckable. Yeah. I could not be touched.
Yeah. You can't cool off a hot boy. That's what I always say.
Yeah.
Absolutely not.
And I'm always thanking you for saying it.
No. Much appreciated.
Little cutie in lowercase script on the back, like in a curve. Oh my God, yes.
This is a major moment. This is a big rebrand for me, and I'm going to get into music as well. I'm always trying to do that.
I think so. Yeah.
I'm always talking about putting out a funny album where I do songs, but then I actually, try.
Go that Zach Fox route, where it's like it's a joke, and then all of a sudden you're a fucking musician. You're collaborating with Thundercat.
It's all anytime I'm singing or trying to play an instrument, it's all a joke until someone loves it, and then and then I'm not fucking around anymore. Now I'm an artist.
Exactly. I feel that way about everybody who can sing. Like, you ever notice people who can sing? They kind of they'll do a couple bars and then look for you to be like, "That was amazing. You can sing."
Yeah.
Like, I feel like
That's the way Sean raps.
I just look around and I'm like, wait, there's no one else in the shower this time.
This for now.
Wait, was that amazing? Wait, was that amazing? Wait.
No,
Oh,
I
it's
don't.
just something I do.
I don't even do that when I'm by myself and I rap. I'm like, man, I wish this was better. I can't even lie to myself. I want to be able to rap more than anyone wants to be able to do most things.
That's
want
a bold
that skill.
statement.
I want it, David, bad.
I want that for you. Oh, I see that for you, Sean.
Thank you.
You need to do it.
I love you. I don't. I think that you should stick on this Apple Diva thing.
I'm gonna see what these little pot smoking ship eggs at the skate park think when I show up and rap.
That's
Right
what you
on the-
should.
I'm
That'll
gonna
show.
stand on the ledge and be like, you guys aren't doing shit on this ledge until you put those hands in the air and stop blowing hits of weed out. Religious rap.
Make
Big
an
boy Dave on the
anti-weed
ones
rap.
and twos. I'm out here. And then I do the hip hop squat and I spit all over the ledge.
Hey there, kids. Drugs aren't cool.
When I think about winning over cool teens, I definitely think about rapping for them. I think
Anti-drug rapping.
yeah.
I bet you until I do a trick, that's what they think I'm there to do when I get there. Until I do something, they're like, I wonder how many Bibles he's got in the trunk. I wonder how big they are. Those kinds of things. I wonder if he's going to build his own ramp here and show us that we can do something with our lives.
You don't look old, though. When I watch your skateboarding clips, you seem to look like everybody else skating around. Like, I don't.
Now, David, you know it's not hard to make me cry on this podcast.
Yeah, man, you
And,
look like you have bad credit. You look like you don't have a job. Like, you look like everyone else skating.
I'm
You look
at
like you
work.
could sell mids.
I'm
You look-
working. Kids, but you work on that blunt. I'm sorry that your mom got divorced. It's not your fault. Weed doesn't help. You know what helps? Kickflips for God. And then I just
There
high
it is, bud.
five and I go, ooh, that hurt. When Jesus high fived me, that really hurt.
That really hurt. He's so strong.
He's
Now,
so
Caleb
strong.
Heron on Twitter, Caleb Heron on Twitter, Caleb Heron on Instagram. That's Hearon. You motherfuckers at home, but make sure you follow him if you don't already. I can't imagine you don't. In addition, you're hilarious on Instagram, hilarious on Twitter. I think that's how we first came across each other's presence.
It is. That's how we became friends and soon enemies.
And very, very quickly after
It
enemies.
happens quick, man.
Rapidly approaching. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm looking
I
forward
get
to
in
it.
there, I find out your weaknesses, and I try to exploit them poorly. Not enough to defeat you, but definitely enough to put me on your radar as an enemy.
Oh yeah, you're on the radar. It'll never happen. You're gonna join a long line of people who have tried to take me down, and I gotta tell you, I only get stronger the more haters I acquire. So you're in big trouble.
There's part of me that doesn't like that, but damn it, respects it.
Yeah, yeah. I also like to tell people very kind of sweetly, you're in big trouble. I mean that's just how it is. Kind of matter of factly, you're in over your head.
You're in big trouble. Kind of a Philip Seymour Hoffman delivery of it.
I had somebody tell me they were going to beat me up one time in that kind of tone, and it was the scariest thing. Because I was acting a fool. He should have. I was acting a fool, and he stopped. He's like, you know what I'm going to do is I'm going to kick your ass later. And I was like, whatever, dude. And he's like, he goes, you say whatever you want. You do whatever you want for the rest of the night, but we're in the same place, and I will kick the shit out of you tonight. And it sent me. I ran, so I went to the bathroom, and I was freaking out, and I was like, "There's one way out of this bar." It was Nutty's in Sioux Falls for all of you that know, huh?
Not with a Z.
There was one door, and I ran out. I went to the bathroom, and I made sure he wasn't looking, and I just left. I told all my friends I had to go for some reason, but I ran away from getting beat up.
That has gentle gangster in a movie vibes. Just like, hey, I want you to enjoy yourself. I want you to have fun tonight. Go ahead, fuck around. But when we get done here.
That was it. That was the move, and I was like, "Oh man, I pooped."
I feel like that guy would do something crazy that you weren't ready for, like take his shoes off before he beat the shit out of you. Like, you know when you see somebody beat somebody up and you're like, I never seen anybody do that.
Yeah, they do a weird thing first. Yeah.
Like roll up their pant legs. You're like, what the fuck's he about to get into?
He's doing like vocal exercises.
He puts on a different tie. Yeah.
What's that one you do about the dock, Ian, on a very long dock? You know what I'm talking about?
Oh, to sit in solemn silence on a dull dark dock in the pestilential prison with a lifelong lock, awaiting the sensation of a short sharp shock from a cheap and chippy chopper on a big black block.
And then
Yeah.
he beats the brakes off of you.
Caleb, you have a podcast yourself called Keeping Records.
Yes, it's the hottest thing out right now.
You and Shelby Wolfstein, it's hot, it's sizzling. It's like this podcast is like when somebody orders a fajita at the table next door.
Yeah, everyone's looking, baby. It's really
Yeah.
fun. Shelby and I live together. We moved to LA together, not to brag. And, we're talking about the golden records that are out in space right now. Rest in peace.
I think it's a great idea. You want to tell the people about it?
You know, listeners, here's the deal. In 1977, NASA, you know NASA, come on, don't fuck with me. NASA sent 2 golden records into space. This literally, really, truly happened. And there's a bunch of music and drawings and like just images and sounds from Earth, baby laughing, people laughing, crying. They sent it into space, and Jimmy Carter put a message on it that was basically just like, if you find this, aliens, humanity comes in peace. So podcast is we're breaking down the stuff on the original records, and then we're interviewing a guest about what they would put on their record of humanity, like what movies, songs, feelings, you know, shit like that.
I love that idea.
How many times can you put the movie Belly on a record?
I was gonna say Menace, Jews,
Unlimited.
Boys in the Hood, New Jersey Drive.
Unlimited times.
I got a grip above the rim.
Belly with a Korean dub.
Yeah.
That's the real way to enjoy it. Yeah.
Love that Kodo.
That sounds excellent. Anything else you would like to direct people towards?
The love of Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Please get out of
Thank
here.
you.
I'm kidding. I don't actually fuck with that. That was just a joke. No, everyone, just have fun and be yourselves. Thank you guys for doing that.
Absolutely.
What if I logged off now? What if I was just like, all right, you guys have fun with the buffet shit. I was just here to talk about Christ.
I would honestly respect it.
Yeah, I'd
Nothing
be
but
like,
respect.
Caleb's dope, man. Probably had more dope shit to do. Go
Did
spread
I
the
ever
word.
tell you guys, just speaking of that,
I don't think so, and I don't really care. So.
I'm gonna beat the shit out of
Are you,
With a
David?
bag
It's gonna be
full of
hard to do
rocks.
over
He's gonna
Zoom.
cry in front of his crush about it.
It's gonna be hard to do over Zoom,
I'm gonna
idiot.
call Sophia. I went and saw Salt and Pepper at the Alameda County Fair, Alameda, California, and after they teased Push It the whole time, right? And then after they did Push It, they did What a Man, and Salt transferred What a Man into trying to bring people to Jesus.
Oh
What?
no.
So she was like, I know another great man, and then she was like trying to,
Oh,
and everybody's
no.
filtering out, and she's trying to like bring people up to the stage to
They had
like,
Tupac and Tretch in that video.
dog. Then she's bringing people up to the stage to try to convert them.
No, not bringing people down to the altar.
Yeah,
That's
it was
crazy.
And I was like, I came here for Push It and Funnel Cakes. You're not in your jurisdiction, madam.
Yeah.
You're on your depth,
Funnel
Peppa.
Cakes wasn't playing on
Yeah.
the main stage, to be fair.
What?
Funnel Cakes wasn't playing on the main stage.
That's true. But you know I love the sideshow.
Funnel
Yeah.
Cake sounds like another dude in your little cutie gang.
Yeah, don't fuck with that guy. That's funnel cakes. He's crazy.
little peach satin jackets. I like this. I
Dude,
think we
the Little
should
Cuties
all...
gang is
Yeah.
just it's hot. It kind of feels like Brockhampton.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah.
That's a Little
Yeah, you guys
Cuties
should
gang.
make a bunch. Yeah, I like that. I like
There's
that
a lot of us. There's a lot of us. And we have on 3M jumpsuits. Ooh. My name is Ian Carmel, at Ian Carmel on Twitter, at Ian Carmel on Instagram, at Ian Carmel on Jewish Cameo.
Okay, Jamio.
Jameo, dude.
Honestly, I thought it was weird when they made a separate platform for Jewish people, but the more you talk about it, the more I like it.
Yeah, it's nice. It's kind of it's the FUBU of Cameo. You know, it's for us, it's by us. I say hello to other Jews. I suggest bar mitzvah themes. Whatever you need on there. Whatever you need on there. Whatever you need, I got you. I have nothing to promote. Watch. Would you say Fuju?
Said Jubu.
Jubu.
I don't know if that's how that works.
Jubu sounds terrible. Fuju sounds alright. Jubu sounds like I'm being an ass.
I am a Jubu. I have a Jubu.
On Halloween, you're a Jubu.
I think he's a Jubu daily.
Now that sounds. On Halloween, I'm a
That's
Jubu.
where you crossed the line.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was fucked up.
Alright.
I have nothing to promote except watch the Late Late Show with James Corden, where I continue to be an avuncular Andy Richter type on the show, and listen to All Fantasy Everything. That's kind of it, really. That's kind of it, really. Ooh, David. Ooh, was that a ring light, David, or what?
No, it was a lamp on the
I like this
desk.
though. I like this.
David experimented with lighting for 1 second.
Abort!
Too much for me.
Abort!
That's not the
No.
move. Wait, have you guys ever seen? Ooh, I'm gonna start laughing. I'm gonna try to get through this. That video of Al Sharpton exercising.
Oh,
No.
Okay, it's one of the funniest things. He goes, someone tweeted this like a couple of years ago. He's doing push-ups. he goes to do a one-handed push-up, and he like immediately stops and realizes it was a mistake. And someone tweeted it with the caption, "Damn, you can really see the fear in his eyes when he realizes that one-handed push-up was not the move." And it's so funny. He's instantly like, nope.
I love it.
What a bold move to attempt that on video for the first time.
I mean, it's brave to work out on video, period. But you guys got us. I'll find it and link it to you.
Please.
Rainbow Push-Up Coalition. What's it going?
Hey,
What's it going?
Reverend Al Sharpton, a little cutie.
He's big time a little cutie.
Picture him in the jacket.
Both sides of his weight loss, he was a little cutie, by the
Oh,
way.
yeah.
Yeah.
The Rainbow Push-Up Coalition sounds like my crew of youth pastors that I'd go to skate parks and tell
Absolutely.
kids not to smoke weed. Smoke the Bible with your eyes. That's what I say.
We are gathered here today not to talk about the Rainbow Push Coalition, though it would be a worthy cause. We are gathered here today to draft a fantasy buffet, which I am fucking excited about. There is a world of possibilities with this topic. It could go any way, and I'm excited to see how you, my friends, put your boards together. Now, the way we determine the order of this draft is through a rollicking game of rock, paper, scissors played between the three of you, and we throw on shoot. Here we go. Rock, paper, scissors, shoot! David wins! David wins. He threw rock, Caleb and Sean threw scissors. David, as the winner of rock, paper, scissors, it is incumbent upon you to determine the order of today's draft. But before you do that, I will remind you it is a serpentine draft.
And what is that?
It's a great question.
It's like if you're doing the chest pass drill in basketball, where it's fundamentals. You chest pass back and forth. As you're doing that, you have to shuffle sideways down the court. So think of the draft as the basketball in this drill. So one person starts off and you pass it across the court, and then you shuffle down a little bit while the other person's still holding the ball. And then they pass it back to you as you keep shuffling, and then you pass it back to them, and then you shuffle some more and they pass it back to you. So basically the ball goes across, down, across, down, across, down, across, down. Sort of like a serpentine draft. Got it. Nailed it.
Basically what it means is you pick fourth in the first round, you pick first in the second round. Now David, with that in mind, what will the order of today's draft be?
I'm just going to go the way it is on my screen. David, Caleb, Sean, Ian.
Yeah, hot corner.
Shut up, dude.
Ian George Carmel. Now, David, that means you have the first pick in the Fantasy Buffet, all fantasy everything draft, and we will get to that pick right after this short break.
This episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by See The Thing Is. It is a podcast that'll just make you feel good. If you're a millennial who misses life in the early O's, I do. I don't know if I'm a millennial. I think I am. I think I'm like the last year to be a millennial. Anyway, I throw myself in there sometimes after a couple bowls of loudmouth soup. Who we kidding? If I have a hard time finding new or curated music, of course I do. All that stuff is hard to do. If that's you, if you fall in that boat, you're going to love See The Thing Is. It's a podcast hosted by Bridget Kelly and Mandy B. Bridget is a Grammy Award-winning R&B artist. Mandy B is a podcast trailblazer. Twice a week, Bridget and Mandy, they host nostalgic conversations in their grown segments. They also have political pop culture conversations in their honest segments, and relationships / hot take conversations in the slightly toxic segment. The opinions on the show are extremely real. They're brought to you by the genuine connections the ladies have with the guests. They like to call their friends with benefits. You get it. Each week, you're going to leave with new music recommendations or a playlist of new music. You know what I mean? That who doesn't like new music? It's in their freshly squeezed music segment. Recently, they sat down with Ari Lennox, Big Frida, Robert Glasper, just to name a few. So get on it. Follow and subscribe to See The Thing Is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on YouTube. New audio episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday, and visuals are available on YouTube Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah, and we're back. Welcome back to All Fantasy Everything, the only podcast that has ever existed, except, of course, for keeping records with Caleb Heron and Shelby Wallstein, which you can get anywhere podcasts are sold. But that's it. Those are the only two podcasts. If you've listened to a podcast, it's either been All Fantasy Everything or Keeping Records. Those are the two.
Yeah.
That's it, Jack.
It's always been and always will be.
Exactly. And there aren't any more getting started. That's it. It's
No.
it's like Bitcoin.
We closed the books. Nobody else is getting in.
They aren't making anymore.
The mob is done after this.
Couture level flow is never going on sale.
Mine will be unorganized.
That's right. Now, David, you have the first pick in the fantasy buffet all fantasy everything draft, what will that first pick be?
Okay, so my first pick, I had to
Gotta
be
be
true to
food.
what. Yeah, shut up.
It doesn't.
I had to be true to the
No, it
first thing that I thought of when I thought of this.
Yes, sir.
And this is like, so it's the same buffet, but in different states it's called different things. Hometown buffet.
Oh, no,
Old
no, no.
Country.
Yeah.
Like it's like that style buffet.
Okay.
And I'm saying, as a kid, this was the first time I ever got unlimited access to this thing, and I thought it was a joke. I was like, "There's no way I can go back and get more." I'm picking chocolate milk.
Oh!
Wow.
Yeah.
What?
I didn't see that coming at all.
Oh,
Yeah.
beverage is the first pick?
Oh yeah.
They had that at Bonanza.
When
Wow.
else do you ever get unlimited access to chocolate milk? You tell me. I'll wait.
You don't.
You don't. It
Unlimited
doesn't happen.
access?
It doesn't happen.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
couldn't believe it.
Well, because it's so thick, to have more than a couple glasses, especially if you're having like a party, you'd have to have multiple gallons of chocolate milk at the crib. Nobody had that.
Nobody
Yeah,
has
when you
that.
go to
No
a
one.
place.
Yeah.
It's America's most precious resource. It's
Liquid
chocolate
gold.
milk and white women. That's what we do here.
It's liquid gold.
Only Richie Rich would have that because as you get older, you would never keep that much milk in the house.
Well, it hurt your
No,
tummy.
it's insane. And
hurt your
remember,
tummy.
it even
You
had
hurt your little
it even
tum-tum.
had the special dispenser. Like it wasn't like the soda fountain. You had to like pull on the Temple of Doom shit.
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
And it would come out all like slow and
And then it's
thick.
got to go through the velvet that they have inside. You know
Like
there's
you're,
no
yeah.
one in there.
like you're going into hyperspace, yeah, or you're like
Yeah.
a submarine surfacing. Yeah,
And it would
that
glisten.
kind of-
It would come out really smooth. You know, soda comes out all bubbly and shit. The chocolate milk would come out in a real smooth, like glistening stream.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it looked like paint.
Yeah, yeah, which is hot. That's hot.
Yeah.
Soda comes out like a bunch of angry, uncharged ions or something,
Yeah,
and the milk
fuck
just
that
comes out
noise.
perfectly.
Oh yeah, the soda machine energy is reckless, but that chocolate milk just comes out silky smooth.
Soda comes out like teens rushing the stage at Woodstock '99. Like it,
Chocolate milk
Teenagers.
is a slow walk with a lover.
Yes,
on the
exactly,
beach.
exactly. Just taking it all in. Not gulps, just sips.
Sis.
chocolate milk comes out like it's already wearing a silk robe and then says, "Let me slip into something more comfortable."
Exactly.
Shit.
Let me put on my evening
Yeah.
wear, my twilight wear.
My post evening wear.
Chocolate milk wears lotion to bed, and that's it.
Yeah,
That's all.
absolutely.
Yeah, chocolate milk. It was the first thing I thought about when we said buffets. Is the
Really?
first thing I thought about.
That is amazing to me. I never thought in 1,000 years a beverage would go first, let alone a milk.
Yeah, I don't even fuck with milk like
Well,
that
Ian's
either.
got beef with milk pretty hard. He's got milk beef.
No, he
Well,
can't
I
have
got
beef
cow
with me.
I got cow with milk.
Yeah, he can't. That's not right. You can't have.
I don't
dairy?
keep kosher, but were I to keep kosher, yeah, you can't have milk with your meat.
Right.
But you can have milk.
I'm worried though. I will say, David, I'm so sorry to be in confrontation with you because I don't want to fight with you. But if you go hard on the chocolate milk, even one glass, one big glass, your stomach is just kind of fucked for the rest of the meal. Like you
Listen, I'm here for a good time, not a long time. We're at the buffet.
Sure.
That was gonna happen.
Sure, and I take back what I said. I was mostly kidding anyway.
Do not back up. It's a fucking real estate filler. It's a
Oh, that's
real
fair.
estate filler.
It is. You're right. You're right.
When I'm at the buffet, I'm trying to build multi-unit housing. You know what I mean? I don't want a fucking ranch with
I
a big
understand.
backyard. That's
See,
just
and
me.
some of us aren't landlords, you know. Some of us just.
David's built different. David doesn't even have that within him.
Yeah. Listen, some of us want UBI, so you know. We figure that out.
Yeah, fucking unreal butt intensity after that chocolate milk.
Real butt intensity.
This is for a single from Lil Cuties. And it's not the kind of butt intensity you're thinking about, babe. I gotta tell you. It's not buffet butt intensity, alright? It's sex stuff. Someone
Sexual
getting in
butt
there.
intensity.
Yeah, it's sexual. Someone's getting in there and rooting around.
Unreal. Ooh, chocolate
I'm
milk,
having a
first
good
off the
time.
board. Caleb, it's
I
time
gotta
for
turn
your-
this on. I gotta turn up the heat.
Turn on the light. Turn on the light.
There he is.
Caleb, it is time for your first buffet item.
Could not be an easier choice. Could not be a more correct answer. Could not be in a more iconic thing to say. I go to the buffet. The first thing I'm looking for, and now, by the way, I'm gonna pick. All my picks are gonna be from the perspective, the point of view, the kind of critical lens of an Americana kind of buffet because they have a little Asian food, a little Italian. They have everything.
Yeah. Oh
Please,
yeah.
But
absolutely.
you gotta know, I most often really want to go to a Chinese buffet, but that's not how I'm gonna pick on here.
I'm with you.
I'm gonna pick on here my first item from a Golden Corral type buffet. My first job, not to brag.
Ooh.
Amen.
Spiral ham.
Oh, okay.
It's a delicacy. You go to a buffet, they got that big fucker just sitting on the slab glistening. You're not allowed to cut it. They hold the knife.
Yeah.
Oh,
They
yeah.
slice it off. You say, keep going, big dog. They keep slicing. You get 3 or 4 slices on there, and that's how you start off.
Let me ask you. You worked at a buffet. Is the ham slicer a position of prominence? Is that something you aspire towards when you work there, or is it a punishment?
So our guy's name was Blake, and I gotta tell you, you wanted to be. You made the cooks, like the line cooks. They made more than the other back of house people who are like in the back cooking up, like making the cakes and shit. Because they had to do so much. I mean, you have to man the steaks, and you have to know how to get you have to get all the steaks different. Like, you have to be a good cook. You have to be a chef. So they man the steaks, they man the ham, and then they're also in charge of the logs, because at buffets, every 30 minutes to an hour, someone has to go around and take the temperature of all the food to make sure it's in the right, where it's supposed to be, cold or hot.
Or they say they do that.
Well, we did. At my Golden Corral, we weren't fucking around.
Amen. Amen.
And I think they really do, because people, I mean, you know, people get sick from buffets anyway. Trust me, I clean the bathrooms.
Yeah.
And it was some heinous shit, I gotta tell you.
Talk about an intense butt incident.
So it is kind of a position of prominence just because you have to do so much.
Absolutely. Yeah. You're juggling a lot of responsibilities.
Yeah, big time.
You're a multi-threat quarterback.
I always feel like those are like the coolest guys too. Like, they'll give you like a slice and then they'll like wink, like, "Hey, there you go, big dog."
There you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah, when they see me coming, they prepare to do a couple slices.
I like it when they do the thing in front of you, like the sharpen.
Yeah. Hey, you can't see David and I are acting out the sharpening of a knife. Yeah, I love when they do that. Just a little peek behind the curtains. Just a little BTS.
Amen. I love a ham. I love a ham at a buffet. I really do.
I will say also, the reason it's got to be ham for me is because there are a lot of things at a buffet I will make at home. I'll make it. I make ham sometimes, but maybe twice a year. It's a fucking like 8-hour process.
Yeah, that's all day. That's an all-day ham.
So
I've never made a ham.
Oh, you
I
gotta
make a ham.
You gotta make it right.
You're
I'm
right.
surprised there's some of you haven't made a ham.
I know, it seems like one of the projects I would want to get into.
Yeah.
It seems like you'd come on one week, you're like, I make hams now. I'm a ham.
Yeah,
I'm a ham guy.
Next week.
Pop the trunk ham guy.
I mean, I'm definitely gonna try. I can't make a ham in the summer though. That's something about that seems
A
crazy.
summer ham?
Or like a spring ham even. It's like,
Easter, baby.
Yeah.
oh,
Easter's
ham.
Easter's ham. It's real.
Okay.
That's real.
Why do you think they call them the Hamptons, dude?
That made me so mad. I'm so mad.
I really loved it. I loved it.
I did too.
Oh man, yeah, that's a great pick. Yeah, spiral ham. Shit.
Amazing pick. Sean Jordan, time for your first pick.
My first pick on the buffet is something that I find I justify using this in all the other picks. I find a way for this to go with anything else that I'm going to pick. Always a staple at a buffet, have to get it, mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Duh.
Yeah.
Come on.
Perfect.
I
love
find
that.
a way to work all the other items where I'm like, yeah, it goes. Of course that goes with mashed potatoes. Like, I tell myself inside, like, well, of course, you idiot. You've never. Of course it does. And then everything else goes in there.
Utility player.
Yeah, it doesn't always sit well, but yeah, I just love it. And if I'm going chicken gravy. That's if I'm having my druthers.
A thin light brown gravy. That's what you're looking for.
Oh no, I'm thinking of the white. Yeah, maybe I am. There's
Are
no
you
chunks
a
in it or
country
anything.
gravy?
Maybe I'm thinking of country gravy.
You know,
There's no
light
chunks in
gray,
it.
light brown.
Yeah, more on the more on the yellow side.
Okay. Oh, real thin. The real thin yellow. Just kind of like.
You're
Yeah.
talking about hollandaise.
Real trashy. mashed potato frosting. You guys don't put frosting on there?
Yeah.
Buttercream. buttercream.
Just it's not. It's real thin. It's like yellow. It looks like but it doesn't look home cooked.
Yeah,
a lot of this stuff. If I'm being dead honest, I like food that looks bad for you even. Like
Sure.
that, where you're looking at the gravy and people are like, that's not how grandma makes it. I'm like, well, fucking grandma ain't here,
Fuck
homeboy.
grandma.
That guy's over here slicing ham, and this is the gravy that I get out of it, and I'm in.
Well, now I wanted to say, like, Sean, you've just gotten into cooking a little bit.
Thank you.
You just started to get into cooking.
Kayla, let me stop you there, Ian. Kayla, let me ask you this: if I were to send you a picture of taco meat that I'm making, and I had potatoes in there, would you send me a shitty, snarky text back saying potatoes don't go in there, or would you say, oh, it's great, potatoes go in the taco meat just fine if you're from Mexico?
I would drag your ass to hell and back.
Yeah.
I would be so angry to see potatoes in there.
Yeah.
I get people hit me up on the daily saying that they put potatoes in their taco meat.
You don't simmer them together? Those two things take a completely different amount of time to cook properly.
And yet here I sit, having done it at least a dozen times.
Now that's true. That's true.
You also
That's
put
in my
mustard
face.
and corn.
I
Don't
do,
just
David.
cream
I just
corn.
did that. I just did that the other day. It is good.
You know you're in a tough position when your two defenses against criticism are other people do it too, and I've done it before. That's a really tough spot to be in.
That is a good. Well, I saw someone else do it once.
Yeah, and I've done it. I've done it more than once. So what are you guys fucking talking about?
Oh my god.
Absolutely. Yeah, man. Mashed potatoes and gravy.
Yeah, that's
I
all
want to say,
right.
Sean Jordan, a man can be an artist in many things, Food, art. Sean Jordan's art is very cheap buffets, and he's about to pay
Oh,
his
it is,
masterpiece.
dude. It is the cheaper and shittier. I'm gonna have something on here that costs like 15 cents.
I think you just did.
This is cheaper. I'm gonna pick something eventually that is cheaper than what I just picked.
Oh, I'm worried.
I'm gonna try to get it before you. I'm
Yeah.
trying to think of what it is. I want to steal it.
I'll wait. I'll make you a deal. I'll wait till last. I'm funny you
Don't
steal.
tell us when you're gonna pick what you're gonna pick.
David, you don't know what I'm saying, dude.
I don't. That's
I'm
true.
in your head doing laps, dude. I'm living up there rent free. All right, you worry about your own draft.
Sean's living in 3008. He's built different. He just is.
I am so 2000 and late. That is true.
Yeah. Sean's out there with Will.I.am, just the two of them wearing atypical sunglasses.
He calls him Will I Ain't, just as like a way to check him.
Gets in his head. He lives in his head too.
In 2008, Mashed Potatoes and Gravy, our Currency and Outkast put out like 4 new albums in that 1 year.
Oh, good for
I
them.
believe that.
Good for them. I'd love to see them working.
Mashed potatoes and gravy are the first co-presidents of all time, dude.
And shout out to Tater Coin. We're all gonna get rich.
Tater coin, absolutely. It is time for my first pick and my second pick, as it is a serpentine draft. Now, I celebrate every kind of buffet, and I want to be very clear about that. I celebrate the cheap buffets, home country buffet. Love that. I love that. I love a Golden Corral. I love a Las Vegas buffet. I love a Chinese
Vegas
buffet.
with you, sure.
We've been to Vegas buffets together. I love a high-end buffet, like a Salty's in Portland, Oregon. I love every kind of buffet. But my favorite kind of buffet, and I think the place where a buffet peaks, although Chinese is close, I'm a
Sushi.
breakfast buffet man.
Mm-hmm.
I think.
Oh,
Okay,
yeah.
I was wondering if we were going to go there.
That's a good point. Shit.
I think a breakfast buffet is the ideal way to eat a breakfast. Whereas,
No, that's true. Yes.
Yeah.
Whereas other buffets, like a dinner buffet, I might rather have a regular dinner than a dinner buffet, but I would rather have a breakfast buffet than a regular breakfast.
Yeah.
Yes.
So I gotta hit you with a 1-2 punch here. The first punch is I gotta take the omelet station.
Yes.
Uh-huh.
Thank you for saying that. Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, it's
Yeah.
so good. It's
And
so good.
this is a way to kind of weasel in multiple things, because it's not just eggs. I mean, you're getting some stuff in there, so like you.
First the Jubu, and then you call me a weasel. I don't like where you're coming from on this podcast.
Sean, it's not a good look, brother. I gotta say.
Look, you canceled, brother.
Last episode, Ian roped me into doing an impersonation of the Jewish Happy Birthday song, and then I did it, and then he goes, oh, okay, and that's kind of how we ended the episode. I felt
Yeah.
bad for 4 days probably, and I told myself the whole time, I was like, there's absolutely no way there's no way he's upset about it. But it took me a good 4 days to get over this.
Did it really?
What I'm saying is this, I will feel bad about this for, I don't know, 3 weeks.
I need to be more careful with your feelings. I'm sorry, Sean. Obviously, I'm joking.
Yeah, it's
I
a
know.
joke. I do hate your Shaggy impression, though.
Well, hold on. Let me remind you, just in case you didn't. Give a little bit of this, a little bit of that. Shake it. Let him know. Ooh. They call me Mr. Lover. Ooh. I said I'm Mr. Broombastic. Really fantastic. Written in the box, she says I'm Mr. Romantic. I don't know what there is to hate.
If it was, if it was just
perfect.
audio, the listeners might be getting a different picture than we are.
Because I was doing it. What do you think De Niro did before Taxi Driver? You gotta get into
I
it.
think that's what he did.
you gotta move. And now I've put my pants back on, and we can keep going.
Stella Adler, dude, using that whole body.
I gotta say, on the Shaggy of it all, though, I did literally last night. I was driving to Burbank because I was meeting a friend to go to the Krispy Kreme parking lot and eat donuts opposite each other in our cars. You know how
Party.
social lives are now.
Yeah.
And I listened to my high school playlist, and Love Me came on by Shaggy.
Shaggy and Janet, right?
And it's been a minute since I heard that song, and I just put on repeat the whole drive to Burbank.
Yes,
I was
it's so
rocking
good.
with it.
Is that the Shaggy and Janet one?
Sex Machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's so good.
No, I'm not saying Shaggy isn't great.
No, I know what you're
I
saying.
know
I
where
do a
you're at,
bad
David.
impersonation.
Listen,
Everyone's pretty clear on what was said.
I support our troops, and Shaggy was in the Navy.
One of the worst parts about working at Golden Corral, back to Ian's omelet station,
Yep.
is on the weekends they do breakfast, and it's very popular, so you have to get there at 5 a.m.
Yeah.
And you gotta imagine being 15 and going to your job at 5 a.m. I mean, what the fuck
No.
is this?
Yeah.
And working the omelet station was a fucking nightmare because
I can only imagine.
non-stop, and everyone had these special little requests, and it was just awful.
What city
Particular-
was your Golden Corral in?
Make some noise if you've heard of it. Chillicothe, Missouri.
Yes.
No, I have not heard of it. I'm
I
sorry.
haven't either, but I've
What's the
heard
nearest
Chillicothe.
major city?
An hour and a half away is Kansas City, best city in the world.
Okay. Great barbecue.
Great.
I do love Kansas City, Missouri.
Sean Malto, Tech 9, yeah, Kansas City.
Tech 9, yeah, absolutely.
man.
Don't get me
I haven't
started.
seen Tech 9 like 3 times. Tech 9
Fellas and
all
the
day.
ladies know.
All day. I'll drink Caribaloos with you all day, my friend.
Hey, Mama said stop, or I'm gonna tell a papa.
When Tech 9 says a group of girls is given more jaw than Jay Leno, there's not a better line in
That's
rap music.
amazing.
Yeah,
More jaw than Jay Leno? Come on,
That's
Tech.
so
the guy's
funny.
great. 1981, Aaron D. Yates was born. You know, you guys are familiar with "I'm a Playa."
I'm a player.
Like I ain't too. Anyway, the point is, omelet station nightmare.
Almost that, yeah. I can't. To be on the other side of it, I would never want to be there. Although I think everyone should have to be once,
Thank you.
Yeah, that's
just
fair.
so you know how to carry yourself. You can go to an omelet station now. I'm just going to backtrack on what I just said. You can go in with weird orders. You can have them make scrambled eggs for you at the omelet station.
Oh,
Get
yeah.
a little cheddar in there, make a little scramble for you. You can get whatever you want at the omelet station,
And people do.
and people do. I love a fucking omelet station.
Sometimes I'm like, make sure you smush fry my mushrooms. You know.
Yeah.
Smush.
What's that have to do with an omelet?
I like.
That's behind the kitchen closed doors, my friend.
I like to go to an omelet station, drop off my order, because you know it's going to take a second, say, I'll be right back, and then pop over to another side of the buffet for my next pick,
Okay.
hot eats. Time for a cool treat, but not the kind of cool treat you're thinking of. I'm taking something that's on ice. I'm talking about something where if you handle yourself right, you might make your money back on this buffet.
You
Yuck.
motherfucker.
Yuck.
I'm talking about the fucking crab legs.
Yes.
Yuck.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the crab legs at the buffet.
Crab legs at a breakfast buffet?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Now I don't know if this made it to Chillicothe.
Well, this is just a wide open buffet. You're not going to do all breakfast, or maybe you are. I don't know.
Well, we'll see which way I go. I
Yeah,
don't
we'll
know.
see.
I don't know how they handle business in Chillicothe, Missouri. The Pacific Northwest, also known as the Pacific North Fresh. A lot of people call it the top of the food chain. Coastal. You got crab legs at a breakfast buffet, my friend.
I am so blown. I mean, living in the middle of the country this just fucks me up to know that people are doing this.
I'm from
Yeah.
South Dakota, and I'm right there with you. It was like it wouldn't even. If they would have had crab legs at Bonanza, I'd have fucking started burning buildings at an early
I
age.
also grew up in Washington State. He is correct.
Yeah. Oh, I believe it. I mean, that's
And
that's
it's-
amazing.
That was gonna be my second pick. You're so right.
Yeah.
It's you. You can have as much crab legs as you want.
As
I'm
much as
robbing
you
a
want.
bank now. Now I'm just robbing a bank.
Those idiots. You fucking idiots.
You fools! You fools! You let a wolf in the hen house.
What the fuck are you doing? You charged me $50? Like that wasn't a challenge? Like I'm not gonna eat more crab than I want because you charged me $50 to come in here?
I came in here with cargo shorts.
Yeah.
You should have checked me at the fucking door. You should have known when I came in here. There's Tupperware in these fucking pockets, and I'm going nutty bananas in here.
My whole starter jacket is lined with plastic.
Crab legs are a buffet making hard eye contact with you.
Yep.
I'm not gonna be the one to break that eye contact.
Daring you, begging you to act out.
Begging you.
Please take all of us.
I get a whole plate. By the way, Caleb, if we're ever in Portland, Oregon, or I don't know, Seattle at the same time,
And we will be.
We will be. I'm taking you. If we're in Portland, I'm taking you to Salty's, and we're gonna go fucking nuts on some crab legs at a buffet. Nuts.
It's all I
King
want.
crab.
I mean, crab legs. They're the only thing that ever really makes me mad at a buffet. It's hard to get me in a bad mood at a buffet because I'm in heaven.
Yeah.
When they have premium items and they charge you extra if you like, you know what I'm saying? Like they'll be like $20 for the buffet, $37 if you're gonna eat crab legs, and then they wash your plates. I'll fucking kill you. What are you talking about?
Get the fuck out of here.
Take your business risk and fucking eat the cost. You did this.
This is Thunderdome. This is
You opened
Thunder.
a
I walked
buffet.
in. Yeah, exactly. Are you gonna charge me? Are you gonna charge me less if I bite into Well, I don't want to say any other items, but like if I only hover over in this low cost area, fuck you. You're not gonna do that.
Yeah, I hate that shit.
I love a crab leg. I love getting a big platter of them. I love having my little butter and my little horseradish and my little cocktail sauce. And then I spend time. I just go to work, dude. I just go to work like fucking Daniel Day-Lewis between movie roles. Do you know what I mean? Just crack, pull, crack, pull. Get a big plate of the meat, and I might mix them with the scrambled eggs I just got from the omelet station.
My man. Now you're importing stuff to the omelet station. That's what I like.
That's right.
You start it up. You say, "I'll be right back." You bring the crab to him. I did the work, champ.
Yeah. I've eaten a crab omelet in front of you, Sean.
Pardon my ignorance. I'll enjoy it when you do. Pardon my ignorance.
I have.
I don't. You've pardoned my ignorance many times, and I
No,
appreciate
I've eaten a crab omelet in front of you. We were in the Seattle airport on the way to San Francisco for the live
I know.
KFC.
And I had
First of
I had some
all,
Jameson.
hold the fuck on.
Ian and I did it big on the way in between Seattle and San Francisco.
You ate
were
a
on a different
crab
plane.
omelet at the airport, and I missed it.
Yeah,
We went
man.
nuts. Yeah, it was like 6 in the morning. We were drinking.
That's fucked up.
Gas station sushi wants what airport crab omelet has in
Yeah, they
terms
do.
of danger.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And we had something to do that night. I wasn't just taking a flyer.
I did a cakey thick flip in front of little Frankie Brewer that day. Gerwer, but we used to call him little Frankie Brewer. Anyway, if I'm eating crab legs, is this a plan sometimes where because you have to shell them or whatever, right, to get the crab out? So you do a bunch of those first and then just eat the reward, or you do them all one at a time?
Oh man, it depends. It depends on where I'm at.
It also depends on the buffet situation. Like sometimes they have the ends cut off, so you can kind of just pull. But sometimes it's just like a full leg, and you gotta crack them, slip them, dump them.
Yeah.
Well, and they're doing that, by the way. I'll tell you, when you ever see the full leg, they're not prioritizing your enjoyment. It's laborious. They're hoping that you'll get tuckered out from the work.
Yeah.
That's kind of what I was wondering. Like it's a big deal, right?
Well, no, laborious is my last name.
David Laborious.
Exactly.
Laborious or Vunkel or whatever it was.
And it's spelled G-L-A-B. There's a silent G on the front.
Give me a way to burn calories. I'm begging for it. Yeah. Let me fucking free up some space.
Make it work.
Yeah.
You make it work. I came to do work.
So omelet station, crab legs. Sean, time for your second pick.
My second pick, I fear that I don't think this will get taken, so I'll save it. My second pick is pretty basic, but I love it whenever I go. I'm just picking meatballs.
All right.
Just give me meatballs.
What kind?
Meatballs?
Are you hoping for a barbecue sauce? Are you hoping for a marinara?
I really don't care.
Sweet
I
sour?
really
Wow.
don't. They can all get it. I probably a barbecue. probably a barbecue meatball, because then I use the barbecue sauce on everything else. It's all going together. But I just love. You'll find, Caleb, that I'm a simple man, especially when it comes to a buffet. It's yeah.
Sure. And when you say they can all get it, you're fucking these meatballs, or you're what?
A lot of things. I also brought
hollowing
cargo.
them out. Yeah,
I also brought cargo shorts, but with no pockets inside, so
You
I'm
jam
doing
a
a lot.
bunch of meatballs into a protein shake or anything.
That's how I was conceived.
Yeah, just meatballs. I don't know, probably load like 10, 15 on there onto the
One on a
plate.
fork? Are you putting two on a fork? Are you putting the two on the fork side by side? Or are you lining them up like a bobsled team? What's going on here?
I've been known to do two, like one on top of the other, and then use eat half the fork. I'm a big condiment person too, so I guess not to get in the way of course step on anything, but I'll have a bunch of different condiments, and it'll be like half the meatball goes into one. I'll eat half of it. Half the meatball goes into the other. Half the meatball might go into the gravy. Some might get some mashed potatoes on it.
I know David kicked us off with chocolate milk, but I don't think anyone's going to take a condiment. I hope
I
not.
was just gonna say,
I doubt
if
it.
somebody
I doubt
takes
it.
a condiment, I'm gonna go nuts.
I think you can say a condiment.
Say
you like to dip into. Yeah.
Well, all of them. Like there's the ranch, the blue cheese, the honey mustard, anything I can get over at the other end of the buffet. I get a little ramekin, or I'll just get a condiment plate. That's a move that I've done numerous times.
Next time you come down, I'm going to make you those great jelly meatballs again.
I
Ooh,
love
the
them
Super
so
Bowl
much.
meatballs?
Those Super Bowl meatballs.
That's what I was thinking of, but I guess I'll say that. You know, I want Ian's meatballs in there.
Absolutely.
Grape jelly is the secret to grape jelly is the secret to good chili. It's the secret to good meatballs. Grape jelly is anytime you're doing a barbecue chili kind of profile, you got to get some grape jelly in there.
It's so
Yeah.
good.
If you get a biscuit at a fast food restaurant, get one of those little grape jellies.
Get a little grape jelly. It's not gonna hurt anything. Have some fun with it.
Put it
At this
on.
breakfast
Put it on
buffet,
there,
or cartwheels
come on.
at.
Be a little cutie.
Be a little cutie.
Yeah.
The big condiment move for me is Sean. You said you do a little plate just for condiments.
Yeah, I if they don't have ramekins, I will do a plate and just like quadrant it off. I do it at Arby's all the time, or I'll use the tray.
I like to grab like a soup bowl or one of the little ice cream bowls and just load it with ranch. Take it back to the table. That's gonna be my little ranch bowl for the meal.
Oh,
Yeah, it's my little ranch bowl.
My buddy
Above
Mike.
ground swimming pool ranch.
We'd go to McDonald's and he would ask him for the biggest lid that they had for soda, and he would turn that into a ketchup tray. He would just like fill it with ketchup and bring it back to the table. I was like, holy buckets.
Oh yeah, I
that
do
is-
the lid thing. Yeah, because they try to fuck you with the tiny little like this is your ketchup container and it's like a soda cap.
Yeah.
One big Hardee's fry and that thing's gone. You know,
Yeah, I don't
what
fuck
am
with
I
that.
doing?
So you double your lids up and then you.
When they give you the tray, you know, when you're dining in at a fast food restaurant,
Yeah.
there's the paper on the tray.
Pump it on there.
My ketchup goes right onto that paper.
Yeah. I get what you're saying. I know. That's how I
That's
do
some
it. at
pre-COVID
Arby's.
shit. That's some pre-COVID shit for sure.
Big.
Well, I
Big
used to.
pre-COVID.
So I used to do that, and then I started thinking because a couple times it would get pretty sloppy, and I would dump it, and it would go everywhere, and I'm like, oh, that's a bummer. Because then I would think like if somebody picks this tray up who works here, and they get my, three pepper sauce on their fingers, and it wrecks their day, that's a bummer for me to have to think about.
Sean, you have to remember though, Ian doesn't care about working class people.
No.
So you're coming at it from a place he can't understand.
When I got that first letter from the WGA, it was fucking curtains. I don't mind if they have to pick up a ketchupy piece of paper because I already spit on them, so it's not going to be the worst part of their day.
The worst part of their day is going to be the 10 minutes that Ian spent insulting them before he walked out.
That's right, yeah.
The sauce will feel like heaven after that.
You think you should get paid $15 an hour for this, you fucking pig?
I shelled this crap.
Yeah.
You didn't.
That made me turtle up. Like my shoulders went in when I heard you say that.
You fucking pig. I write carpool karaoke, you fucking swine.
I stand by it. Pig is like it's up there with the worst thing you can seriously call someone if you're
Pig
serious.
is rough. Pig is rough.
It's
Yeah.
a tough one. Get out of the road, you pig. It's such a bummer.
Fast food is one of the bummer jobs I never had. My friend Nick Nampay, not on the podcast, not in the studio, did work a McDonald's shift, and one day he stole like a huge fucking bag of the McFlurry M&Ms.
My man.
Had those in the freezer for like ages.
Nick's out there. Nick
You
does
just
it.
go in there and like you kind of drink them. Also,
Yeah.
the night he brought that home, I think, and he could correct me, is the night we tried to eat potpourri just to see.
It never works out like you want it to.
It smells so good. We were like, what if you eat it? Don't.
You would think it would taste like apple cinnamon.
It does not.
No.
You would think that. If you
One would
really
think.
don't think about it too much, you would really think
Yeah.
that.
If you're just popping it like trail mix.
Yeah. If that thought is just a layover on a trip to another city, you know?
Can I ask you this question? Is
Yeah.
potpourri over?
I think it is. It was huge
It's
when
done?
we were kids.
Well,
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of these days, after
It's
pandemic,
gone.
I'll take you over to Kelly Jordan's house and you'll see that potpourri is alive and well, my
She
friend.
still got potpourri?
Along with bowling balls in the front yard covered in tinfoil because she didn't want a bowling ball to look trashy. So
She didn't want to buy a gazing ball. I feel like now I don't even know where to get it. Once Pier 1 Imports went out of business, I'm like, where do I even buy it? You know?
Right.
Probably Whole Foods.
Right, exactly.
Caleb, time for your second pick.
Yeah, again, iconic, easy, really elegant thing for me to say here.
Thank you.
Now, I'm a little torn on what I'm allowed to get away with. See, I was feeling conservative before, but then Sean took every condiment, so I'm feeling like I can be risky. I'm going to say shrimp.
Yeah,
that's what I thought Ian was
Yeah.
going to take. Equally as disgusting as crab legs.
Picked apart here.
David's getting out David's legs. Both of David's legs are gone.
There is this at a buffet in my hometown. I've not been able to find it anywhere else. I'm sure someone does it, but I haven't been able to find. There is a sautéed shrimp with black beans and onions and garlic.
Ooh.
Oh yeah.
It is the fuck, and they cook it so long that the beans and onions are like super like caramelized, and it's real
Yeah.
like. I mean, I would just go to this buffet, and it was to the point where I wouldn't go unless I was very close. I wouldn't take people with me unless they were like blood relatives, because it was embarrassing what I would do with the shrimp. I would get bowls and bowls of shrimp. At one point, one of the ladies working there was I was on like my fourth bowl of shrimp, just going to town on it. And 1 second, guys, sorry. I'll get back into this. Thank you so much, Shelby. My laptop's dying, so my very sweet roommate brought my thing, so I don't fail on you guys.
Shout out to Shelby, co-host
Oh, yeah.
of the Keeping
Shout out
Records
to
podcast.
Shelby.
Make sure you check it out.
You guys
Make sure
can
check
leave
it
this
out.
in if you want. She's an angel.
Marissa, leave this in. Put some air horns around it. All right, cool.
I'm doing shrimp, baby. You want it fried, you want it coconut breaded, you want it teriyaki. It doesn't matter. The shrimp at a buffet is
Yeah.
such a delicacy.
Cocktail shrimp even.
Go,
Oh, yeah.
go nuts.
Oh yeah. I want it fried, dyed, and laid to the side. I like
Oh
all
my
of that.
god.
All of that.
I do get mad though at buffets that do the cold cocktail shrimp, but they don't peel them. They just set it on ice unpeeled. I'm not trying to get my fingers all soggy peeling 20,000 shrimps because I'm gonna eat 20,000 of them.
Yeah. Oh yeah. So many shrimp, you got iodine poison. Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's weird is the fancier the buffet, the more work they leave for you to do.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting the shrimp with a shell on, you're probably at a pretty fancy buffet.
That's how they recoup costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, they blew their overhead on like nice booths. You go to a Golden
Yeah.
Corral, you're sitting in like at a card table with like broken chairs.
That's
Then
all
you
I
gotta fucking
need.
build a fucking elephant graveyard of like shrimp exoskeletons, and you gotta like tell your kid like you must never go there. You know, like it's that.
Do you think they want you to think about that so you eat less shrimp? Because if they're thinking like, well, if they have all those skeletons, they're gonna feel shitty.
Oh yeah.
It's part of
Yeah.
part of the business model of buffets is they count on human shame. They bank on the idea that I'm gonna see a pile of shrimp skins next to my plate and feel like I should slow down, and that's where they lose with me. They win with a lot of people there, but
Well, I've never thought
This
about
is where
that. Like,
I win.
yeah.
how many times, like the psychology of how many times somebody is willing to go to the same person and ask for the same thing. Because I've never even has the thought crossed my mind of being embarrassed about asking for
More
10
prime
helpings
rib.
of X,
I had to get real with a server at Applebee's once during their Never Ending Riblets promotion, where they kept bringing out
You're serious, right? You really did, didn't
I'm
you?
serious, and it would take like 15 to 20 minutes from me asking to them bringing out more riblets, and then they would bring out like 3 riblets, and I'm in like, this is either in high school or right after high school. I had to be like, hey, I know you were probably told to bring out only a few riblets when people ask for more riblets, but I'm going to be eating a lot of riblets, and I don't have anything to do tonight, either
you.
I can be at this table with my good friend here for 4 hours. Well, you can bring me the amount of riblets that I want, because it's never ending. That's $20.
The buck
And-
stops fucking here.
Yeah. Do you want to flip this table, or do you not want to flip this table?
If you want to flip this table, I better be swimming in riblets real soon.
Bring out the amount of riblets I need to feel
You're getting
something.
the same tip. You want to be like, here's whatever the tip is. It's going to be this in 3 hours, or it can be this in a half hour if we do this right.
I'm 19. I have $20. All right, you're getting
You're getting the $2.75 that's left
you're
over.
getting whatever's left over. That's it.
I'm sitting in your booth drinking a water at Unlimited Riblets. Do you think this is going to be hot for you after 3 hours?
It's not.
Bring the
It's
riblets. They do that same. Speaking of that little scam, Unlimited Shrimp at Red Lobster. They've tried to fuck me on that.
Oh yeah.
Folks, it's not good. I'm hip to the game. I tell them, I say, bring out the next 4 while I'm waiting, because I'm gonna be here. I'm gonna be eating the shrimp. It's unlimited. I came for it. You're not gonna fuck me on the wait.
You're McConaughey in The Wolf of Wall Street. Keep them coming every 5 minutes. Keep them
I
coming
will
every
say
5
though,
minutes.
shout out to the Never-Ending Pasta Bowl for being a
They
real-
handle it right. At
They
the
do
Olive
it.
Garden, they don't try to fuck you. They know.
Yeah, I was
They
gonna
do
say
it
that.
up over there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shrimp. David, time for your second and third picks.
So my second pick, I am going because I'm getting just chopped out at
Yeah, I
the
was gonna
knees.
say you're getting eviscerated.
Fucking getting eviscerated.
You didn't have to take chocolate milk first.
I had to.
All right.
I had to for the streets.
You
Ian,
didn't
you
have to
know
put
that.
yourself. I will say you didn't have to put yourself first. You could have
Listen.
picked fourth and got
Get him,
chocolate milk.
get him, Ian.
guaranteed.
Go
I'm
in.
all I got. I gotta support me. You know what I
Here's
mean?
some. Make a
We
necklace.
love ourselves, and then we put that out into the world past it.
Yeah, if you saved it till the end, though, I will say there was 0 chance it was going to get taken from you.
I wasn't taking it.
Anywhere
No,
near my list.
It was
But
not
go
going to
on.
get taken.
I have much cheaper, shittier foods that I'll be taking.
And in hindsight, was it a terrible idea? Yes, but do I have this confident tone that I just push out because I know I did something wrong? I do. So that's how I feel about it. Second pick. Second pick, I'm going to a Chinese buffet, but not a traditional Chinese food. I'm taking the little, kind of like, the flavor is only salt and pepper, really. The chicken wings at a Chinese buffet.
Yeah,
I know the ones.
The ones with the sticks through them, kind of.
You're talking about this. I don't want to say another pick.
No, I'm not. No, okay, all right, sorry.
I know what you're talking.
Continue.
Sticks is
Continue.
different. I'm talking about. I like my wings with bones, Sean. That's something you should know about me.
Yeah, cool. You've been
Sean
wrong about a
is-
lot of stuff.
Sean has confronted the truth that he does not like chicken wings. He likes chicken nuggets
Yes.
or a boneless
Why would I
chicken
want to
wing.
make something harder? I
It's
don't,
all right.
Yeah. Well, it didn't sound like it was all right when you're toned. So
It's okay with me. Listen, I'm just the voice of fire on the milk. All right, I don't have.
Yeah. No, listen. I'm the one who's not all right with it.
I know you're
Ian's
not. David will
fine.
clean up my wings for me, Caleb. We've been out eating wings multiple times, and he'll be like, "You think that's done?" And he'll clean
Like
it
a
up.
little boy.
I've
He
done
eats
it too.
wings like a
Oh, yeah.
child.
Believe I would do the same. I can't stand. I mean, I have friends that won't even the 2 bone wings. They won't even break it apart. They'll just chew around the edges.
Insane.
Oh, nothing gets me heated like seeing someone do that.
I eat chicken wings like the ship from the shtetl in Poland just made landfall in fucking New York. There's no meat on there. I bite off the ends and suck the marrow out of it. I go,
Dog. I clean those bones well enough. You can use them to make more wings.
absolutely.
You can
those
use
chicken
them as
wings go
utensils.
right on to a guy's necklace as soon as I'm done eating them. Like that's that clean.
Exactly.
There's no cartilage. There's no fat. There's not a stone left unturned on
You
those
can turn it
bones.
into a flute immediately.
I
It's
order
so
more
clean.
wings than I want because I know I'm not going to clean them well enough and it won't fill me up. So if I want 12, I'll get like 18 because I'm like, I know I don't eat enough.
I order 18 and then eat them the way I just described.
I could. No, I mean, I can eat 20 wings worth of anything.
You're right.
So,
yeah.
Bone in or bone out?
I could eat. Just give me 40 wings and I'll eat 20 wings
I
worth.
love that movie, Bone In, Bone Out.
Bone in, bone out. It's hot. Everyone's talking about it.
I do miss David Arquette.
Yeah. Those salt and pepper ones specifically.
Specifically, I'm specific. If we're talking specific,
Yeah.
I'm talking about Super Panda in Highland Park, off
Hell
New
yeah.
York.
Okay.
That I mean, man, me and Solomon Giorgio would go there when I had less than any money.
Do you, David? Do you like or anybody? Do you guys like whatever? Open it up, I guess. It's not the Caleb and David show. The chicken wings. Do you like them to be real plump or real small?
Okay, so this is obviously I've blogged about it. The heads know. I have recently been feeling like chicken wings in general have been going down, but I like a bigger wing. Yeah, I'd much rather have a bigger wing. I'm so because like I like to think of myself as like advanced, so I like it when it has the little flappy on it. You know what I'm talking about? The discarded, the part that's often discarded.
Oh, the little extra like boop, the little L that hangs around.
I like that too.
Yeah, I'll clean up the L.
The end of the wing?
The forearm thing.
Yeah.
Oh, they would do those at what's that place again? That unfortunately went out of business in Portland.
Oh, are we talking about Pock Pock?
Yeah,
Pock would have a Pock Pock would give you that big ass wing though, like that big wing. But they did a fish sauce wing. It was like Thai, very authentic,
like 6-inch
wing. I ran afoul of those wings at a non-Pock Pock place here in LA. Just like a traditional wing flavor on like the big wing, and that's a bit much. It's still good. I ate it. Don't get me wrong, but like it's not what I want when I go in for a wing. But big wings in LA can fuck off. That wing is too small.
They're like 2 inches. I cannot stand them.
I was mean on that.
The perfect size chicken wing to me, I was turned on to in Los Angeles by Mr. Ian Carmel, Ye Rustic Inn. Perfect size chicken wing.
Yeah, that's a great wing.
They don't do too much.
When I first moved there, a friend took me there because I was depressed one day. He took me there and I had some wings.
I'm the friend that did that.
We still gotta have that wing night, Caleb. By the way, next time I'm on a cheat day, we'll do it. We'll get a.
Someday we're gonna go nuts. Those Ye Rustic. I mean, I've lived in LA for 8 months, maybe 6 months, and I've had Ye Rustic wings 20,000 times.
It's so good.
Cause it's not a wing town. LA is not a wing town.
Weirdly, it's not. Even though you think it should be, is it because it's hot?
I think that LA has good food on the top, and that the middle and bottom is sorely lacking.
Yeah, well, the middle and bottom, like it's only like, that sounds so weird. Ethnic food, you know what I mean? Like,
but it's like Yoshinoya Beef Bowl. Like in San Francisco, I could just go to Clement Street and just get all the pork buns or whatever I wanted for free.
Right.
Like they had good street food.
Taco trucks and like there's good like Mexican food that's middle and low end as far as cost goes, but like taste and quality is high end. You know what I mean? But like there isn't a good chicken wing place here other than Ye Rustic. But like you would think some big wings would have good wings, but they don't, or that somebody would have come out and taken their corner, but they haven't.
Big Wings is all sizzle, no steak.
I hate that place.
It's like a cool logo, and the name means big dicks. I get it. We're having fun in there. But, nah, they ain't got it.
Caleb, again, after the night, we'll go to Salty's in the morning, and then at night we'll go to this place called Fire on the Mountain, which in my opinion is the best chicken wing I've ever had in Portland, Oregon.
Fire on the Mountain. Is that specific to Portland?
Yeah,
not
there's
anymore.
one in
They have one
Denver.
in Denver as well.
Okay. I feel like I've heard of it before. I've been to Denver a couple times, so maybe that's why. But
It's perfect.
So good.
It's perfect.
David, time for your third pick.
My third pick, and this is similar to Sean's mashed potato pick, but I obviously, like I said, I like the Chinese buffet better. I'm picking just chow mein.
Oh,
come on.
Straight up buffet style chow mein. You put whatever you want on top. It's always delicious. As a kid, I used to call it Chinese spaghetti. I loved it.
Yeah,
and it is. You nailed it.
But they invented it, right? It was theirs first.
Oh, probably.
Marco Polo brought pasta back to Italy. Yeah.
Right. So spaghetti is actually Italian chow mein.
That's
right.
There we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Thank you for saying
I know
that.
Italian chow mein. He'll get you whatever you need. By the way.
Oh,
Italian chow mein.
Yeah.
Him and Chinese Jamal, man, they'll get it done.
Chinese. Oh, go ahead. I was about to freak out about Chinese Jamal. Just the name makes me scared.
Chinese Jamal.
He could just be doing anything.
He could be going nuts. I was gonna say something really, really, really important, which is just that I also like Chinese chow mein.
Anywhere I go where they're like chow mein or fried rice, even the question is so insulting to me that it would never be fried rice.
Anytime they do that, the fried rice is always fucked up. I mean,
Yeah,
it's like
fucked up.
they're not even being serious about it, and the chow mein is good.
Yeah.
And once I started making my own fried rice, now I can't really fuck with it at restaurants like that. But I don't ever make my own chow mein.
Chow mein's got a high floor and a high ceiling. You know, it's one of those
it's
foods.
too many sauces for me to want to make at home.
It's a good bed. It's a good bedding food,
It's
especially at a
perfect.
buffet.
Yeah,
You want to
I
put it
love
under something saucy. I really want to put it under something saucy because then you spin a couple noodles, take a bite of the thing, like some bourbon chicken or something, and then the sauce is on the rest of the noodles. So when you go to finish off the noodles, you got a real situation going.
Ooh,
Oh
got
yeah,
that
it's
duck
Flavor
sauce.
Town. It's all Flavor Town.
It's just flavor town.
And I will say now, chow mein, depending on the buffet you're at, it's another high real estate food.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's another.
Yeah.
It does take up a lot of room. We used to go to this buffet. Oh God, what was it called? It's a sushi buffet. Hold on.
Did it have number 1 in the name somewhere?
No, it's like a chain that like there was one in Portland, and we used to go to it. It was in the Pioneer Place Mall, and we would go to it in football and try to fucking break the bank.
God, dude, we used to do that too at Country Buffet. The
Yep.
whole team.
Todai is what it's called. Yeah,
Why does every football team just do that?
because
Yeah.
we're the guys for it.
I mean, I think it's just young. Like we used to do it. We'd go skating, or we'd have like one night where we'd be like, because it was $9 or whatever to go to China Buffet, and then we'd be like once a week, we'd be like, let's go to China Buffet and just wreck it, and then it'd be pretty buck. Like we'd have to go in the other room because they'd have those long tables, and it'd be like 30 plates at the end of it. And you're like,
Yeah.
We did
We did it.
when I was in college. Me and a bunch of guys in my fraternity every fall when Unlimited Shrimp at Red Lobster was happening, we'd all skip class one day. Couldn't be on the weekend, by the way. We had to skip class, and like 40 of us. That's part of it. Like 40 of us would just fucking roll deep into Red Lobster and
Yes.
go. The servers hated us.
oh, of course.
We tipped okay though, but I mean we
Yeah.
fucked it up. The plates were they had an extra dish boy when they knew we were coming.
Yep.
They would have to keep it coming. We would go in and just fucking ruin Todai. We would just go in and try to like ruin it, and like that's why, and to the point where it got strategic. Like now, I would have a little chow mein, but back then I'm like that takes up too much room.
One thing, green
That takes
lights.
up too much room. I could have some chow mein, or I could have 8 fucking California rolls. You know, it's like that kind of thing.
You've really grown, Ian. That's good. That's nice.
Yeah,
Yeah.
you're mature, homeowner.
Mature. Homeowner. Yeah, homeowner. That's what it was. You buy a home and
Yeah.
you start to look at shit differently.
I was like, I can't keep doing this fucking sushi roll lifestyle.
I gotta get some chow mein.
Caleb, time for your third pick.
We get 4 picks overall, yeah?
And then a lightning
Yeah,
round.
and then a lightning
Yeah, we'll go
round.
quick.
Okay. So my third pick. Well. What do we have here? Folks, it's difficult. There's 2 different casseroles I'm between, and I feel pretty.
Oh shit.
I feel pretty specific that I need to pick one, and so I'm going to, and I'm gonna say, because you see it more often than the other one, I'm gonna tell you my third pick is a green bean casserole.
Whoa, really?
Okay.
Okay.
A green
French
bean
onions on top?
casserole. Yeah, with the little French onions on top. You go in on that guy. You get a big, because you want to eat some vegetables, but you don't
Is
want it
this
to be.
your like I'm healthy move where you're
Oh,
like,
sure.
I
And
did
it's a
all right
lot.
at the
Yeah, and it's a lot. You go and you tell yourself, gotta have some veggies on the plate, and you ignore the salad bar, and you go to the like cream and French onion crusted like. You throw a big thing on the plate, and that's the plate where you're gonna get some other of that type of food and let it kind of mix in. You know.
Yeah.
Well, that salad bar, what is it even doing there? That sad iceberg lettuce.
Like raw cauliflower.
I'll go to Soup Plantation. I'll go to a salad bar place
Exactly.
for a salad.
It's
Thank
just
you.
hanging out over there with those sad little carrot spears, just
Yeah.
like next to that thing of fucking Thousand Island. Both of them just never hanging out on the wall at the dance. You know,
The cherry tomatoes are so old, the skin starts to look like gushers.
yeah, it's fucking weird, man.
They leave the like Jello by it to try and draw you in. It's not fucking working. I'm not new.
Jello's a good friend for doing that, by the way. But like, come on.
Also, Soup Plantation. I've never heard of that, but I don't think I like it.
I had to also reconcile. I had to come with that. I had to like kind of.
It was good though. It was a salad buffet.
But
Salad
it's very
soup.
good.
But the salad's good. Okay.
Is it still here? It's still in LA, right?
No, it went out of business right when the pandemic started.
It took you one day.
They had $15. They had $15 in the bank.
Arby's is still around, but fucking Soup Plantation.
That was, the first time that I think, I could be wrong, Ian, but I think the first time that we like went to like a destination lunch, it was
Yeah.
Sweet Tomatoes in Beaverton.
Oh, I'll buy
'Cause
that. I'll pay cash.
I'd never heard of it, but I think it was even before wings and stuff. I think it was the first time we like went out to eat as friends after we broke up. No, went out to eat his friends.
He
And it
was like, no, I'm serious. I do want to be friends.
Yeah.
Let's go to Sweet Tomatoes.
No, I'd never heard of it. And you're like, I'm going to show you this place. And it was just on like Michelle Kwan. That place is so dope. But anyway.
You guys talked about what went wrong and what the path forward is, and had a nice little chat. Yeah.
Ian brought up his new squeeze. Sean was not comfortable, so he said, not now.
We're not talking about
That's for later.
Wait a minute. Then I went and totaled the bathroom.
I'm gonna get up and I'm gonna get 4 leaves of iceberg lettuce and cover it in so much ranch. I'll be right back and give you a second to sort of cool out.
Yeah, nobody wins a breakup. You know, we both just survive.
Not a competition, which is short for competition. Green bean casserole,
That's it. That's the one.
delicious. Heavy gravy, heavy
Love it.
those French onions on top. I love it. David Moore. Oh wait, Sean Jordan.
Nope,
Time for your
Sean
first pick.
Oh, shit, it is me.
That's right.
All right. I'm going
Hurry up.
all over the place. I'll take my time. I'm going all over the place. This is definitely, I'm not going to feel great after this, but I just got to do it. This is a buffet with everything. So I have the mashed potatoes, I have the meatballs, and now I want orange chicken.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wow. Thank you for saying it.
They don't,
Yeah.
and I had to,
It's
when
not
I
my
was doing
favorite,
this,
but it's a solid.
this has kind of been happening over the course of this, where I'm like, you guys are doing great. I'm kind of just making an abomination that's going to be good, but I'm not going to feel that great afterwards. It's going to be good when I'm eating.
Are you hoping for a sweeter or a spicier orange chicken?
If you got spicy, give it to me.
Thank
I'll
you.
just be,
The
Sean, go
spicier the
easier
better.
on yourself. David's drink is chasing down chow mein with chocolate milk. We're not.
David's living.
That was a well.
For 1 more week. He's fucking out of here.
I'm just trying to think if I had like the amount of mashed potatoes that I would eat and the amount of meatballs I would eat, coupled with the amount of orange chicken and whatever I pick next. It's gonna be gnarly.
Would you put it all on one plate? I didn't know we were picking it all on one plate.
I
I
go
think
one
for
plate,
Sean,
yeah.
it's all going on one plate, and I think he likes it that
Yeah, I
way.
don't give a rip. What do I care? Get the OC and the mashed potatoes. I'm not sweating it. They can swim in the same lake. What am I?
The gravy all over the top.
I can. I mean, I don't want to, but I'm saying if it happens, I'm not gonna be like, take this plate away from me.
See, I do very themed plates at a buffet. I'm having an Asian plate. I'm having a Thanksgiving style plate. I do a very because I can't if orange chicken sauce was mixed with even a little bit of potato, it's all over for me. I'm not horny anymore.
I think it sounds great.
My first plate is usually is like a cultural melting pot. My first plate is like is Hell's Kitchen, New York. You know, but like
Yeah.
Then I go to the
My
themes
first
with the
plate is Mickey Spillane's, baby.
I'll get like my first plate is the one where I'll get all the different stuff, but I don't have it touching. Where I'm like, okay, I'm gonna be cool. And then by the third or fourth, I'm just heap on heap.
Right.
It's all good. The way that I see it, if all the flavors are dope, I like them all. Then I'm gonna like. I put hot sauce on everything, so stuff that's already flavored. Like I'm gonna have these barbecue meatballs with hot sauce on them. I'm probably gonna have this orange chicken with like spicy mustard, and then some of that spicy mustard probably goes in the mashed potatoes just to try it, and some goes on the meatballs. I'm like, oh, it's pretty dank, and then I just have a plate with meatballs and spicy mustard now.
You're very brave. You're very brave.
Yeah, I do what I can. So yeah, I think orange chicken is pick number 3. If they got it spicy, great. It's normally not spicy ever, but it's the most chicken ass chicken, because if there's other kinds I could have got, but they put other stuff in there. This one's like just chicken and sauce, so that's what I want.
Love it.
Thanks, bro.
Amazing. Time for my third
Thanks,
pick,
bro.
my third and fourth picks, as it is a serpentine draft. Now with this one, I'm gonna go with, and let me know if this is in bounds. I think it is. You're not gonna find this at a Golden Corral style buffet, but at a nicer buffet, the one that I have set upon to create here with my picks. Aspirational. I'm doing a bagel station. I'm talking about bagels, cream cheese, lox, red onions over there, and you fuck up your own bagel. Is that okay? Or is that too
Yeah, I don't give a shit. Yeah.
Any station is good.
It's gonna fill you up, man. Like that. I don't know if you got a lot of those.
There's not someone working it. There's nobody stationed there like an omelet station. So it's just a bagel. It's just a bagel, pump your own gas sort of situation.
Yeah, party at your own pace.
Yeah.
They sit heavy. Yeah.
And what I'll do, I only want at a buffet. I only want half a bagel.
I suppose you don't have to go ham on the whole thing, huh?
I'm doing the top half of a bagel. If they make me cut my own, which I'm happy to do, I will throw the bottom half away. Again, I don't care.
They could even do mini bagels.
They
you
can
know,
do
and
mini
you could
bagels.
load that thing up.
And I'm gonna put too much cream cheese on it and way too much lox.
Yeah, spilling out the sides.
Way too much lox.
Way too much lox.
Spilling out
Like,
the sides.
to the point where
Alex.
I'm like violating a theory we made with First Nations people. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
Shiku,
Yeah.
Jadakiss, and Styles P.
All three. So
All on
much
my
lox.
bagel. Yeah.
Like, fucking so much. Because again, that's another one of those big ticket items where if you put it at a buffet, fine, let's do
You gotta
this
go in
dance.
on it. Win your money
Yeah.
back.
I put lox on the bagel, hoping that some of the lox is gonna fall off the bagel as I'm
Yeah.
eating it, and then I can just like eat a couple pieces of lox.
Oh yeah.
I fucking love it.
Like sausage from a pizza. I love when pizza does that. When the toppings
Oh,
fall
yeah.
off, and
Oh.
afterwards you just get to go scoop, and then you do one of those. Love it.
I love that scoop. Yeah. Now, speaking of sausage, Caleb, time for my fourth pick. Now, you gotta have a breakfast meat. I got the eggs. I've got my bread. You know, I've got my bagel there, and I've got a little seafood. You gotta have a meat from the land. And my preferred breakfast meat is a sausage.
Yeah,
100%.
of course. Thank you.
100%.
Yeah.
You want me to get specific? I'm going with those little brown and serve, little mapley,
Yeah.
sort of like
Mm-hmm.
those ones where you can eat 60 of them and
Patties or links?
links. I'm a link guy.
Okay.
I didn't know. Listen, we respect the patties
Yeah.
in this house, and if they got patties, I'm happy to do it. But I'm a link guy.
I gotta
Yeah,
say,
same.
if you're gonna serve me a sausage and it's in link form, I want the maple, I want the sweet brown sugar of it all. If you're
Yes.
gonna serve me a patty, I want kind of a country style spicy.
I couldn't
Yes.
agree more with what you just said.
I didn't know I felt that way until you just said it.
Thank you,
You're
Sean.
right.
I'm happy to do that.
That's
What's that?
absolutely right.
That's the point of art. You know, artists we show people their world back to them like a mirror.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah.
Have you ever caught yourself dipping sausage straight into syrup? And then that's one thing where I'm like, oh man. I mean, I do it, but I'm like, I'd
No,
prefer it if this wasn't like a thing that people
They
were
already
staring at.
bake in sort of a sweet flavor into a lot of these sausages. All you're doing is expanding on the author's intent.
In fact,
Exactly.
Sean, on that note, when I lived in Chicago, and I had to commute downtown and walk through in downtown Chicago in the winter, freezing cold, but specifically downtown, the buildings are so tall it creates wind tunnels. So it's like
Oh.
negative.
City, they call it.
Hey, you heard it. And it's like negative 20 degrees. So my big thing was to get myself out of bed and go to my job that I fucking hated. Was that I would reward myself by going to 7-Eleven on the corner of my office building and getting they had a sausage wrapped in a pancake wrap with little specks of syrup in it.
You're in friendly waters. You're in
Come
friendly
on,
waters
come
right now.
on. And I get that and I eat it and then I go to my shitty job and be like, today's gonna be okay.
That 7-Eleven hot roller bar thing has been a part of my life since they debuted it.
Yeah.
I was going to ABC Mouse no more than a gentleman's 2 years ago, and I would get those cream cheese tornadoes they had, or whatever the fuck they're called.
It's a go-go taquito. Have some fucking respect, my friend.
Yeah.
It's a go-go taquito. It honors the DC, the groundbreaking DC music go-go scene.
Yeah. I'd get.
And the chicken rollers too. Oh my god.
Wait, I gotta ask Sean. Do you know? Well, I guess anybody, because you guys have all. Quick Trip. Are we familiar with Quick Trip, the gas station?
Yeah. QT, yeah.
That Quick Trip. First of all, cleanest bathrooms in any gas station in the world. You always want to stop at one if you see it.
Oh.
They have these buffalo chicken. It's a buffalo chicken crust, buffalo crust, and then a chicken like cylinder, and then they have little melted cheese dots inside of it.
Oh my
That is the
god.
best roller item in America.
I
Oh
throw
my
that
God,
bad boy in a bun.
Yeah, you put that thing in a bun. You get two of them. Put them in two
Yeah.
buns, and then you get
Put
a
some
sweet tea.
condos on top of it, yeah.
Anytime I would do road gigs in the Midwest, like all those road gigs, like in Peoria was a big one where I'd stop and I'd be like, I'm gonna stop at like 4 Quick Trips on the way.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
it's you got to, and you use the clean bathroom. It's not the best gas station food in the Midwest, but it's the best roller food.
But if they got that roller, yeah. I love the buffalo chicken roller from 7-Eleven. It's great, and this sounds like a better version of it. I'm sold.
I gotta try it. I gotta try
The
this
clean
out.
bathroom is paramount because it makes you have to shit. So
Yeah.
it's
You
nice.
eat one in the car, you go back in. Yeah.
Again, I'll just throw this out whenever I have the opportunity. Between Portland and Seattle, that Starbucks in whatever that town is that has the furniture store with the fake cows in front of it, that's the bathroom for you.
It's private. Is it a private? I love
It's
it.
a private. It's a
You'll
suite.
catch me. You'll catch me in a family bathroom. They got a little changing table in there, and I'm in there wrecking that shit.
I put that down. I light a couple candlesticks on there. Yeah,
Yeah,
absolutely.
yeah. Play some Sade.
The Bridgetown Festival.
It's the sweetest taboo.
We'd always talk about the bathrooms that lock. They'd be like a big thing at the festival. Like, which of these disgusting bars has a single person bathroom that will lock for real? Because all the bars had like kicked in bathroom locks from whatever scorned lover was there the night before.
You want to take that deuce that you've been holding in for 7 hours.
There's nowhere to
Since
take
your
it.
4 p.m. show, but you've had 6 more pieces of pizza and 8 beers.
Festivals.
Oof.
Sean, time for your fourth pick.
Fourth pick, I gotta throw some pizza on there. Buffalo chicken pizza.
Ooh, I love to hear it.
Whoa.
Oh, I love to hear it.
It's not like you're not gonna get that at every buffet. Specifically for this one, I'm thinking of Pizza Ranch, which is like a Midwestern. I don't know how far
Thank
they
you.
go, but we have a
Thank you.
ton in Sioux Falls. But they have
Is
they
that like
cover all these
CC's?
spaces.
That's
It's
similar
kinda
to
like
CC's.
CC's. It's
We had Izzy's, which was pizza and a whole lot more in the Pacific Northwest.
Oh my
Yeah.
god, I forgot about Izzy's.
Pizza Ranch is where you can get
Pizza.
like
It's a
pretty much
whole
everything
lot more.
except you would get it at Chinese, but you can get all the not normal. You can get all the like Midwestern Americana, like Caleb was talking about.
Your fried chicken, all
Yeah,
that
yeah.
stuff.
All
Were
that
they
stuff.
doing a big pizza pie, or were they doing those little buffet pizza pies?
They
Ooh,
do
the skinny minis.
Yeah.
like in the middle.
Yeah.
One dope thing about Pizza Ranch though is they had a basketball court inside.
What?
That was pretty tight. Yeah, so you could go shoot around, and they had a
Ours didn't,
basketball
ours didn't.
court. They
You know
had
what
an
sound I
arcade.
bet happened a lot on that basketball court inside the pizza buffet, which was
Yeah.
Just the gurgle of stomachs. especially if David was there, because he's like 3 quarts deep on chocolate milk.
yeah, he's sloshing.
I'm full of chow mein and I'm trying to play knockout.
Going to line drills.
Not knockout. Knockout.
You guys want to go play lightning? Half court? What do you want to play? And you're like, I don't know. Let's play some lazy
We got
horse.
6 dudes. Let's just go play 21 in here.
Or waiting for that buffalo chicken pizza to come out.
You're not gonna get that at every buffet, but I bet you get it about half.
I like that. My favorite pizza buffet is the round table buffet, though. I gotta
Oh,
hold
yeah.
it down.
I like CC's. Everybody talks shit about it, and they're like, "Well, it's not great." I'm like, "Oh, it's $6 for all you can eat pizza." I know it's not great.
I
bet it's
respect how
good.
nuts CC's is trying to go. They're like, yeah, macaroni and cheese pizza, whatever.
Whatever, fuck you guys. We'll do whatever we want.
Yeah.
It's our
You gonna
restaurant.
eat it? You gonna try it?
Well, it costs fucking 14 cents for us to make it. We'll throw it away. We don't care.
I almost got kicked off my middle school academic team for an incident at a CC's.
Oh my god.
That's a book I would read.
Yeah.
It's a book you will read, brother. It's in the works. Simon and Schuster, thank you so much.
Jeff Schuster, actually. Simon, and in good conscience could be involved.
It was
It's
too
just Schuster.
controversial.
Simon went out on it because Schuster's trying to rebrand.
Yeah.
I mean, Simon's also backdoor involved with CC's.
Yeah, it's just Lino and Barnes. Yeah.
It's a connection thing. The kids on my team bet me that I wouldn't drop my pants at the pizza bar.
Come on.
And I was like, you guys don't know who you're fucking
I would
with.
do it today.
I would do it now. I would always drop my. You guys are sick. You guys are idiots. This is the easiest thing I've ever done. And I did it, and my teacher saw it, and I had to have a whole talk with the principal the next day about how I represented our school district. So
Did you tell him that now it's academic and now you represent the D's?
yeah, they couldn't kick me. He was so mad. He was like, I would kick you off if I had my way. And I was like, I'm untouchable, bitch. No one scores like I do. Academic team couldn't afford to lose me. Come on. I know math equations. You can't touch me, Mr. Haley. You're done.
I'm here on a Supermax.
Yeah.
There's different rules for different players. I'm the LeBron James of this shit.
Oh, that's amazing.
That's amazing. And see, you'd say you're gonna do a pizza buffet. That's fine. That's not the worst thing anyone's gonna see you do that day at a
It's
pizza
CC's.
buffet.
It's not even the worst thing they saw at CC's that night.
No.
No, not
They
at all.
probably put like fucking jelly beans and fucking Nutella on a pizza. You know what I mean? Like, chill out.
I hate a dessert. A dessert pizza pisses me off. I'm being
Me
serious about that.
Get it out of here, get it out of
too.
here.
What are
That
we
pisses
doing?
me off.
I love it. I do. I'm an
So
agent
I
of
love that
chaos.
too.
Also, if I was, and I think that I'm right. But if I was at a CC's and someone took and did that, like dropped their pants and pulled them back up, I don't even think for a second that I would leave. Even I'd be like, well, I'm still gonna eat.
No,
What am I
you
doing?
wouldn't leave.
No.
God.
Especially a high school kid does it, and
I bet you
people
a lot of
laughing.
people would be like, I would just get up and walk out. I'm like, no, you gotta
I've
be true
never
to yourself.
left a restaurant in my life, obviously. I've
That's-
never.
I'd send a
I've
bottle
never
of
been
champagne
like,
with that
oh
table.
no. I never left anything.
No.
I never left a show. I don't leave anything.
I've never left a restaurant like that.
Yeah,
I went through all the work of coming here. I'm not going.
Yeah.
Where am I going? I'm gonna go fucking back home? What are you talking about? I'm here.
Yeah, buffalo
you know?
chicken pizza.
Caleb, time for your fourth pick.
Yeah, well, it's tricky.
It is.
This is where I stopped getting, earlier I couldn't have been more confident, calling all my decisions iconic going in.
I liked it though. I really liked it.
Well, I want to show the guests a little bit of duality,
We love vulnerability here.
I love it.
Boy, I'm gonna go with pepperoni from the salad bar. Why am I gonna?
Oh, wow.
Why am I gonna do that?
Wow.
Shit,
I'm
that's
shook.
something David's ass would say.
I'm shook right now.
Did you love that shit?
Yeah, man. That's like extremely my shit.
Come on,
Everything
we're going to a
about
buffet.
Everything about that thought process is my shit.
You have to have so much of that to make it a food that you would have to take all of it and leave none
No,
for
you
anyone
don't.
else.
Look at this. Hear me out. Here's what you do.
Yeah.
Sean, sweet Sean. Listen to me, brother. This is what you do. You got a full plate and you have barely any room left.
Mm-hmm.
You go and you take the little pepperoni tongs. Or by the way, I'm gonna expand my selection a little bit since we're near the end and say the little ham cubes.
Yeah,
the
I love a ham cube.
all that you take the little tongs and you sprinkle it in the empty spaces of your plate.
You fill
And
it
there's
in.
no other time you would do that. You're not gonna
This
just.
guy. Look
You're
at
not
this
gonna have
guy.
pepperoni at home.
Like putting caulk in the shower, like if you're retiling your bathroom.
You're caulking the plate. You caulk the
That's
plate with
brilliant.
pepperoni,
That's brilliant.
I
And it's-
love pepperoni caulk.
and it gets hot from the hot stuff it's touching, so it's like gets a little greasier. You start eating the table.
Yeah,
It's hot. Oh man, it's a good time, David.
that's
I'm
really smart.
David. I'm gonna call you later. We're gonna talk
Yeah,
about this.
that's really that's just really it. That's really
See,
it.
now that's a move.
That's
right
really
there.
it.
That's
It's
a good shit.
really it.
It's a move.
Now I gotta
That's
fucking
advanced.
follow up with my goddamn trash. My whole shit's fucked.
I like that you're getting him. You got your jaws on his throat.
Oh man.
Let's hear it.
Yeah.
Let's hear it, David. Fourth, and then your final picks.
I have to pick it just because of the nature. I have to pick the soft serve station.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a great pick.
Someone had to do it.
Yeah, you just have to.
Thank you.
It's just
How's
you have
that,
whatever
Trash?
you
That's
want.
a great pick. Yeah.
It's just not. I think that I kind of went weird today. It's fine. I don't feel bad about it.
I'm not a sweets at a buffet guy, but if I were to be, that would be the one.
So you know the crazy thing? The buffet is probably the place I'm the most sweets anyway.
That's
'Cause I don't
wild.
really fuck with sweets that much.
Yeah.
But like something about that, just like that shitty buffet sweets is like right in my.
Well,
right
because
in
you
my-
get to make it yourself. Rarely do you get to make soft serve ice cream yourself, where you
That's
can
true.
I can put the amount of syrup on this that I see fit.
Yeah,
I-
no matter how much I yell at Dairy Queen, they will not let me back there.
But then I can go nowadays. I can go to one of those make your own ice cream. You know what I mean? Where you go.
Yeah.
But again, I'm not criticizing. I'm talking about my truth.
Oh yeah, I never get ice cream. I would never get ice cream
Yeah.
unless I'm already in there and it's going down. You know what I mean? We go out to eat all the time. When have we
Yeah.
ever gone to eat ice cream?
We never go to get ice cream.
No, Ian, Zach, and I would go get treats every now and again. But the thing with those at like Pink Dot or whatever, they weigh it, and that or Pinkberry, they weigh it, and I didn't like that. At a buffet, they don't weigh it. You've already paid. So if I put a pound of syrup on there, it's not going to cost me $8 more.
There is one dessert I do get when I go to a buffet, but I'm not going to say it. Are either of you going to take a buffet for your last pick or a dessert for your last pick?
I don't think so.
That fucking big tub of chocolate mousse, that big
That
fluffy.
was going to be my sixth, man. That was
Yeah.
yeah.
That I do get.
I
But,
love that.
I view grabbing an ice cream cone on the way out of the buffet as my final fuck you.
Oh yeah.
You thought you could play me. You thought you could shame me. You thought you could charge me $20 and I'd only eat, $12 worth of food. I ate $70 worth of food and on the way out I'm taking a chocolate cone. You can suck my ass.
Yep.
You know what's the move at the fucking soft serve station? Because when they got those little cones, they try to fuck you like that.
Yeah.
You do one, eat it at the station, and then another one for the road.
Yeah.
Or if everyone else is still eating and you want the ice cream, you see the little cone. You just get a bowl of ice cream, take a couple cones, stick them in there like fucking like toppings, crunch
Yeah.
it up.
And
You
a
guys
little
can't stop
crown.
me.
No.
Yeah. I can't be stopped.
I have a very adversarial relationship with buffet proprietors.
And then afterwards, we're gonna hoop.
Yeah, then we're going to ball. We're doing shirts and skins, and I'm skins,
Yeah.
Mitch.
I brought my shorts in my backpack.
Caleb, I've never said this on this podcast before. I feel this is such a hand in glove situation. I feel like you're a long lost relative.
Yeah.
I'm the fourth host, baby. Let's roll.
Yeah, you're
The
fitting
exact
right in.
vibe that we espouse through 200 plus episodes of All Fantasy Everything, you have fit into, unlike anyone, and not to disparage any of our other guests, but my God.
It's the buffets of it all.
It's the buffet, yeah.
If you guys had asked me to come in here and, pick like ballads or something, you would have hated my vibe.
I don't think that's true. I don't think that's true at all.
I don't think so either.
What just off the top of the dome, what would be a top pick for you for a ballad?
I don't even really know what a ballad is. That's my thing. Because what
You're in. You're already in. You're already in.
Make something a ballad. I don't know.
Damn Yankees, high enough. That's a ballad. It's the best ballad.
What?
Damn Yankees.
High enough? What's wrong with that one?
I thought that was
Can you take
that's a
me
Creed song.
high enough?
Isn't that a Creed song?
Yeah, it's Damn Yankees, man. Ted Nugent, fucking.
I don't know that one, Sean.
Yes,
I thought it
you
was
do,
Creed.
you asshole. No. You're thinking of that. There is a Creed song. You know the Damn Yankees song. I don't wanna think about it anymore. Yesterday is just a memory, and you close the door.
I'm sorry.
I
dude.
just made one mistake. I didn't know what to say when you called me baby. Do-do-do. Don't say goodnight. Say you're gonna stay forever. Whoa,
What is he
all the
singing?
way.
Shaggy. Sean, do it as
Yeah,
Shaggy.
do it as Shaggy. That might shake it up.
Sick Kermit. I'm getting sick
No,
Kermit.
I do know that song now. Now I do know that song. I sincerely don't know that song.
Wait, is Back at One by Brian McKnight a ballad? Because I'm
Yes.
100%.
stuck with that song.
Yeah.
100%.
We're on our way back from the coast yesterday, and Laura, she put on a playlist on Spotify, Sensitive Men of the 90s, and I was like,
My
fuck
man.
yeah, let's listen to it.
You're a sensitive man of the 90s.
And she's like, Brian McKnight, Back at One, and I was like, yeah, well, obviously.
That shit's hot. I mean, when I first heard that, I was blown away by the lyricism when I first heard that. One, you're like a dream come true. Two, he's counting, and it's also
Yeah.
lyrics. I was like, this man is... I was horny. I was very
I like
horny.
Oh, yeah. I like that 4 is repeat steps 1 through 3.
Yeah.
He's like, bring it back. Bring it back.
It's a poem, is what that song is.
Oh, yeah, I'm gonna listen to that when we get off here.
Yeah.
I'm gonna listen to that and text somebody I shouldn't be texting. Let's go.
Ah, there we go. Quarantine.
You're gonna have a Brian McDay.
Yeah, I'm gonna have a great day.
David, time for your final pick for the lightning round. Here we go.
Mongolian beef.
My man.
Love it.
Yeah.
Love it so
Easy.
much.
Yeah.
Corn casserole.
There we go.
Two casseroles.
It's the casserole I wanted to do earlier and couldn't. I feel like I needed to say it. The listeners were waiting. Corn casserole. It's sweet. It's savory. It's hot. Let's do it.
Beautiful. It takes a hot sauce well, by the way.
Thank you. Thank you for saying that.
Yeah. Sean.
Jello squares. That's the broke pick.
What'd you
That's the
say?
broke
I
pick.
didn't hear.
Jello squares.
Oh, yeah,
Love
I
a
love
Jello
that.
square. Love it.
I hate it, but that's okay.
You know what I used to love to do with Jello squares was fill my mouth with it and then go like swish them between my teeth.
Yeah.
And it became a Jello liquid again.
I
Yeah.
don't like Jello. I don't like.
I love it.
I don't
Trashy.
know. Something about the texture really pisses me off.
Oh, I love it.
Like pick a lane.
It
Anyways.
flies in the face of science. I'll agree with you on that.
Oh,
It's
it sure
annoying.
does. Yeah. It's something they made during the Depression to keep people from throwing themselves off of buildings. It's absolutely that kind of food. Now, my last pick, listen, I've painted a pretty clear picture here so far. Omelet station, crab legs, bagels, sausage links. It's a breakfast situation. But you know what? I'm not owned by my work
Oh
thus far.
no, he's going rogue.
I'm not a slave to my ooze.
Love it.
Fucking egg rolls.
Yeah.
My man.
Rolls.
100%.
You can talk yourself into those being breakfast, though. Honestly, I'd be like, yeah, breakfast egg rolls.
That's
of course.
I have talked myself
The
into
first
those
word
being
is
breakfast.
eggs.
Yeah, it's a
The first
burrito.
word is egg. It's a burrito.
Yeah.
It's a breakfast burrito, and I'm eating it at
Yeah.
breakfast.
I
Egg
love
rolls.
that.
That's my final
Yeah.
pick.
Perfect.
Marissa, do you have a pick?
Yeah, I'm picking mussels.
Wow.
Whoa.
You
Nice.
could eat so much, and it's hard to fill up on a mussel, or it's hard to fill up on mussels.
That's a high class pick, Marissa.
That is
Yeah,
a
it
high
is.
class
Thank
pick.
you.
You're really classy. classy.
Yeah, you can have all the ones that I won't eat.
Do you want them fried, Marissa? Do you do a fried mussel?
No, just regular. It gives me some work to do at the table. It's a fun thing to do while talking to people, just cracking open some mussels. And yeah, I don't really make them at home, so it's fun to just have them at a buffet.
I have a lot of respect for that.
Amen.
Thank you.
Marissa, you've been getting really into mussels just in general with all that beat sabering. Marissa, go.
Yeah, Marissa's
Oh yeah, I have
Marissa.com.
a very funny pun. I like to bring a plate of mussels to the table, and I'll be like, "Hey, check out my saucy mussels. What do you think?"
Yes. I would be on the floor at that if you did that. I would, out of pure support, I'd be rolling on the floor, getting other tables in on it. I'd be like,
Yeah.
tell them. It'd be awesome.
I would spit out my chocolate milk.
That's
I feel like everybody at the buffet would eat more. They'd be like, well, that table's having a blast. We should
Yeah.
eat as much as they're eating.
Let's stay. Speaking of chocolate milk, to recap, David, you went first. You took chocolate milk, salt and pepper chicken wings, chow mein, the soft serve station, and Mongolian beef.
Yeah.
Caleb, you went next. You took the ham station, shrimp, green bean casserole, pepperoni from the salad bar, and we're throwing in the ham cubes if you already have ham, and corn casserole as your final pick. Sean Jordan, you went third. You took mashed potatoes and gravy, meatballs, orange chicken, buffalo chicken pizza, and then Jello squares, my friend.
Yes.
Last, I took the omelet station, crab legs, the bagel station with the lox, with the red onion, with the capers, sausage links, and then fucking egg rolls, dog.
Damn.
Got 'em.
It's a hot
Egg
lineup.
rolls.
Damn.
You got a
that's
shooter
day.
on each side.
That is a day.
They all fuck. Every single one of them fucks.
And we gotta go to the
Everyone
buffet now. We have to.
fucks.
We need as soon as we can.
I got news for you, buddy. That's the last thing that's coming back.
I know. It's like 5 years from now. Let's all go to a buffet together.
That's the last thing.
I guarantee you, though, here's my big plan for post-COVID is as soon as I get a vaccine in my arm and I wait the little 2 weeks or whatever, you will catch me in a red state because they are fucking doing stuff like normal. I'm flying back to Missouri. I'm going
Yeah.
to buffets with my aunt. We're gonna go nuts.
Oh,
Yeah.
Vegas never stopped. We can go. Yeah.
Vegas,
Depot,
open Vegas.
Depot Bay's got buffet. We saw 2 open buffets yesterday.
Let's go,
in
baby.
Oregon.
I'm coming through. I'm gonna be traveling.
I love a shitty small town buffet too.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
We left some good shit on the board. The crepe station, of course.
yeah.
Now this pick would have, because it is a buffet unto itself. It's a Bloody Mary station. I don't know, but it
I
is
think
a
that's
pick unto
good.
itself.
No, that would
That's
have been
good.
fine. You could have done that.
I have Chinese donuts. Those little Chinese donuts.
those are good.
Absolutely.
I gotta say, in terms of high class picks, in a nod to Marissa's muscles, steak. No one said
Yeah.
steak.
Yeah.
Do your custom
I had
made
prime
steak.
rib on my list.
Prime rib station. Prime rib
Prime
station.
rib steak.
Had some meatloaf on there and then cheesy bread. Those are my 2 big. Like I always
Cheesy
get
bread's
cheesy bread,
good.
like the
Mac
garlic
and
bread.
cheese.
I had those little square carrot cakes.
Mm-hmm.
Can I
Or
say
German chocolate.
my biggest truth? My biggest truth at a buffet, if I'm going
Yeah.
Golden Corral, which I didn't do on this pick, mini corn dog bites smothered in barbecue sauce
Ooh.
and ranch.
There we go.
Oh yeah, dude.
There we
Yeah,
go.
yeah.
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 Now, those are our picks. We want to hear yours. Hit us up at allfantasypod on Twitter, allfantasypodcast@gmail.com. That's on the internet there. Shout out to super producer Marissa. We love you so much. Thank you for everything
The
you
best.
do. Shout out to Saint Sue Carmel. Shout out to everyone on the All Fantasy Everything Patreon. Thank you for supporting us and letting us do what
Holding
we
us
do.
down. Holding us down.
We love you so much. Shout out to everyone on the AFE Slackety. Shout out to everyone on the All Fantasy Everything subreddit. We fucking love you guys and gals and non-gendered individuals. Shout out to everyone and every gendered individual. We love you on the AFE subreddit. Shout out to Frankie Ocean. Shout out to Haji Beat. Shout out to Sid the Dude. Shout out to Sean holding his phone up as to indicate to me he has a couple shout outs to do himself.
Hey, buddy. Shout out to only one this week. Shout out to Johnny Blase on Twitter. Congrats on the new kidney, homeboy.
Oh,
You got
I
it.
love Johnny Blase.
Made it through. Made it through the
Wow, yeah.
transplant. Made it through the other
Now he's
side.
got 3 functioning kidneys. He's just doing it as a
Yeah.
passion thing.
You selfish bastard.
He's just fucking stunting on people, dude. He's filtering also. He's drinking gasoline and filtering that out of his blood.
Bless you.
Shout out
Bless
to
you.
Blessing fucking Caleb, dude. And more important than all of that, Blessing Caleb sounds like a band that like I would have that would have had a not Christian single as their first one, and then like it plays on mainstream radio, and then you buy the CD and you're like, whoa.
Blessing Caleb is the tribute album that the surviving members of Lil Cuties put out when I pass.
Oh my god!
That's the one they put out to say, God, he was taken too soon.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Blessing Caleb.
God,
Shout out to
forgot.
the little cuties, man. And more important
Shout
than all
out
that,
Lil Cuties.
tune in again next week for another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything.
Shaklackety!
That was a headgum podcast. This is a headgum podcast.
Sometimes, a small spark is all it takes to put you on the path towards becoming the person you are meant to be. Oftentimes, that spark comes from stories that truly resonate with us. With the Audible app, you can find voices to help motivate you, sounds to soothe you, and stories that inspire you to dream big again. So whether you're walking, running errands, or traveling, you can take what inspires you wherever you go. As an Audible member, you can choose one title a month to keep from our entire catalog, including the latest bestsellers and new releases. In her Grammy-winning memoir, Finding Me, Viola Davis takes you through her journey to discover her life's purpose and find her voice. It'll inspire you to rediscover yourself and seek out the creative expression that brings you joy. Get closer to the best you with Audible. New members can try Audible free for 30 days. Visit audible.com/motivation or text motivation to 500 500.
Welcome to another brand new episode of All Fantasy Everything, the podcast that was having a conversation a second ago right before we started recording, and now we're going to pick it right back up. Yeah, I was listening to the Chicago Live episode, I was running it back, and David brought up how Sean, one of his ways of like watching porn is he'll just Google image search porn stars. What?
I was in the Uber in the airport.
This is so much worse. In the Uber, in the airport.
No, not in the airport. From the airport to the hotel, and I was all horned up. So I was just. We'd been on the road. Yeah, man.
He was in the Uber next to me.
Yeah, no. Because I would have been, but David told me. Hold on. I would have been, but David told me the wrong airport to fly to. So
that's
why I wasn't in the Uber next to you. I had to take a longer, more expensive Uber. So I had to look up some porn on the way there to calm down.
Yeah, David told you the wrong airport. You couldn't figure that out.
No, he did.
I didn't.
He
I did tell him
He had his own ticket that I didn't know. And
This
he
one
said,
was
Guys, we're
David.
focusing on the wrong part of the story.
Yeah.
the story.
The weird thing, you have a smartphone.
Yeah.
You
And I
can
don't
watch
actually look
videos.
up. It felt weird watching the video.
It
and
would be weird to
It
watch
did
a
not
video.
feel weird just looking up still pornography.
But you can admit it's weirder to watch the video.
I can admit
Also,
that.
what were you gonna do with no release? You were just gonna work yourself up into a frenzy back there?
I
You
didn't
were
really
just
have.
looking at it, just like...
That was also the hotel that accommodated jacking off the least.
I was like the Joker, man. I
Yeah.
didn't have an end game. I was just trying to see the world burn, you know?
And so Sean.
And so Sean.
Yeah, that was
Dark
hilarious. Yeah,
Yeah.
right after I went to the comedy store, you know?
Anyway, I was just chuckling to myself about that on the flight here to Denver, Colorado, which is where we are right now.
Hey.
We're recording this a few hours before we do the live at High Plains episode.
Yeah.
We're in Sean and Shane's hotel room.
1519 Crown Plaza,
15
downtown Denver.
Come by, swing
Check
by.
us out.
There'll probably be a plaque on the wall for who stays here next, commemorating that Sean and Shane stayed here. The room is tidy, but busy.
It's
Yeah, I think that's a good way to
Yeah.
describe it.
Tidy but busy. My room.
a lot of Shane shit is the busy part of this
Yeah, there's a
room.
lot of
Yeah,
Shane
yeah.
shit. There's a lot of
Technology
Adidas
fucking-
products just sort of scattered haphazardly about the room.
Sean's got checks here for some reason.
Sean's doing some high finance.
And he had shit all over them. He straightened up before you got here.
Yeah,
Shane's
Shane's
got
got
a
good
tiny little
ideas.
devil. When I got in here, it was a fucking. When I got in, you got to hear it the night before me.
That was all David shit.
No, there
It
was
was
plenty of
that
your
was just
shit.
my underwear and my pants hanging up in the closet.
No, and your slides are here for 3 days.
Oh, okay, I'm a piece of shit.
No, I'm just not taking all of this. This is not all on me.
My room right now looks like a tornado went through a Denny's and then a big and tall store and then hit my room and stopped there.
My room is. I packed. Okay, tell me why I packed like 4 white tees for this trip.
I can't call it. I packed so weird for this trip.
I packed a bunch of white tees and pants. Those are the 2 things I don't wear.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah,
You
normally
wore
you
a
just
white
have
tee
dashiki.
yesterday.
I was wearing them because I
Yeah.
got 4. I packed 4. I'm gonna wear one today at the show.
Yeah.
I have been proud about how clean I've been keeping the white tees though.
You did keep them clean.
Feels like I'm growing up.
I haven't really been eating a whole lot.
No, I was telling these guys every day I've just eaten the burger from the hotel and that's all I got.
Yeah. Good burger though.
Yeah, very good burger.
Hotel's got. If anybody's in Denver, the Aquarium
Plaza's got a good.
It's got some hot eats, man.
That being said, don't think I needed it today for the 3rd day in a row.
Did you have it again?
Yeah, yeah.
I ordered
big.
I fear change.
ordered some eggs up to the room while I was putting in work.
Eeks. I got some wings.
By that he means he was having sex.
I wish, man.
Having sex with those eggs.
Since the tour, it has been.
Dude,
it's been quiet for your boy.
If it makes you feel any better, since I got the townhome,
Yeah.
I've been pretty dry in these trips.
Wild.
Yeah.
Focusing on us. It's a choice.
I think it is,
Volcel,
but I
baby.
thought I was gonna get a
Volcel.
townhome.
Volcel, bro.
I thought I was
The
gonna get a
Virginia
townhome.
Volcel.
And it was gonna be like a fucking DeBrat video. And
Just like a bunch of hot dudes in Tommy Hilfiger jeans hanging
no,
out
it's
with
gonna
their
be
ass.
so functified.
Okay,
Like,
oh,
With
yeah,
Jermaine
yeah,
Dupri kind of popping in the camera every now and again.
that's the only way I can finish is if he pops up.
In that big ass Tweety Bird shirt from his Cribs episode.
Yeah. Is that a giant frog? Shit, that's Jermaine Dupri. I thought it was a giant frog in my room.
He's like,
I would have loved to have like written Jermaine Dupri and been like, "Hey, once you started wearing like clothes that fit, could I have all your 3XL stuff?"
Dude, he
'Cause
was
you know he had it.
secretly married to Janet Jackson for like a decade.
Yeah,
That's
that's
so
it wasn't
fucked.
that secret.
I don't think a
It
lot of
just
people
wasn't
knew.
like-
I think that what? Are you serious?
Beaverton knew.
Yeah, I
Yeah,
knew
I mean,
that.
a lot of people do.
I
don't
do that,
think-
and I'm not a person who knows things. Like
You
that.
ask let's ask some people tonight. Hey, who was Janet Jackson's ex-husband? Just ask around a little bit. I bet
Okay.
you maybe 10% will give you Jermaine
A lot of
Dupri's
people
name.
What do these people we're asking look like? Do you
People
think,
at the show.
Sean?
Ask a bunch of white people with overalls on
We'll
and
go to
straw.
Banana Republic and we'll ask.
We'll stand outside of an REI.
If you ask people who Janet Jackson's ex-husband is, you're gonna hear a lot of Ian Carmels.
Yeah,
Yeah,
Because
yeah.
of our highly publicized 3-week
that would be
tour.
crazy.
If I just married Janet Jackson?
Yeah, I've always wondered what it would be like if I was married to someone with just like rockin' abs.
Yeah. you have you felt some abs yet?
No.
Yeah,
I
man.
still haven't felt any.
We gotta work that out for you.
Yeah, we'll talk about. Maybe somebody.
Yeah,
I
it's
bet
like-
you somebody tonight at the show has abs.
Statistically, somebody has to have abs.
I
want to
feel both.
Although it is
though.
our crowd, so maybe not.
Yeah, flabs. But we love you.
Yeah, we love you. We are you.
I want to feel male and female abs.
Yeah. Female abs. That's a whole.
I've never even thought about it.
Those are built for speed. Those.
But I just saw Hustlers.
Yeah. Oh, I bet that's full of abs. Does J-Lo have abs?
Dude, J-Lo's butt is like an old Puerto Rican magic. I don't understand.
What is that?
Is that racist?
No, but I don't understand what. How
It's
that.
some type of. It's some type of.
She's 50.
Did you just say some type of island magic? Is that what you were about to say?
I was gonna say it's some type of. It's some type of from the that butt's from the old country.
Yeah. Yeah. The old ways.
It's like crazy. You know how they say maybe it's time to let the old ways die? I don't think so.
No, keep them going. Gabriel Garcia Marquez would have written a magical realist story about it.
Exactly.
Yeah.
She's a deep booty wizard.
You're a bit of a deep booty wizard.
I've been known to dabble.
He's the deep booty wizard.
Let's just say you Google David Bowie deep booty wizard. Some stuff's gonna come up.
Sean is image.
It's that kind of podcast, right?
We're up here in the Brotel room.
Oh, man.
That's Sean S. Jordan. I'm laying on his bed right now.
Shane's laying in his bed like he's not on the show.
He's pretty far away.
on your phone, pillow over you. You got like a
Looking
boner
at my
pillow.
list. Do you really want to talk about what people do on their phones when other people are around right now?
You Google
You
image
fucking don't you dare start with me.
porn stars
This is your porn thing.
and see
It's crazy that you Google
the
image
level of
searching.
skill involved.
Everything about it is crazy.
Yes, it's crazy that you just did it in an Uber. Like
With
that's
no end game.
Yeah.
That's the thing, is he had no plane on release. He was
Yeah.
just looking for it, sweating.
You probably didn't get to jizz for another 70 hours after that.
Yeah, I was just bored.
Yeah.
I didn't jizz, I don't think, really that whole tour.
I'm not a shower JR. Especially not when I know you guys will be in that
No,
shower.
yeah, not with people.
Yeah, I won't do that. I wouldn't.
But I shoot him in the
toilet.
toilet anyways. But
Oh, there you go. From distance.
Ray Allen.
From the room.
don't look like that, Shane. Don't look like
In
I'm
the
crazy.
toilet?
I do it in the pool, dude. I get it right to the
Oh
edge.
God, we were in the pool together
And I
yesterday.
sprint over to the pool.
We were in the pool together yesterday.
It's just like peeing in the pool.
It's just everybody does it.
What do you think? Chlorines does a couple things.
Everybody does it.
Here's
all
my
right.
question: why is it okay to pee in
Hey,
the pool? But if I do it on the ledge, I'm a dickhead.
I don't know.
Hey, Mohammed, quick question. Are these bottles of water for us? And can I Google image search some pornography back here?
Mohammed, huh?
Muhammad is the Uber
Yeah.
driver.
There's a lot of guys named Mohammed who drive Uber in New York City. I didn't like it.
Wow, old Shane Gillis over here. I hope you don't get SNL in the
Sorry,
next
yeah.
couple months.
Yeah, I get picked up by Jerry all the time at Queens.
We get a lot, just because we live in Glendale, it's a lot of Armenian names, as
Yeah.
that is the people
This dude
who live in
named King
Glendale.
the other day that sounded like
What?
King. Yeah. So this
The
dude,
wrestler from Tekken 3?
he'd be talking
Oh,
and then
the lion face guy or the jaguar? Yeah,
Yeah.
he was awesome.
he'd be talking and then I would just hear him laugh. He'd be saying a bunch of stuff and then he'd be like, He was on Bluetooth. It was
I wanna
so
meet this
gnarly.
dude.
Yeah, it was Buck, man. Big old ball dude named King.
I like it.
He's
Yeah,
got one of
yeah.
the, we were talking about the Allstate guy before
Oh,
the show
yeah,
too, and now he has a
huge
big dick.
Smoking hog.
They say the Allstate guy, that guy with the really deep voice, apparently,
knows Corey.
yeah, they have to do like reshoots of his commercial because his dick will be flapping against his khakis that they make him wear.
All I'm
And they're
saying,
like, we gotta run that back. Your hog.
all I'm saying, why do you think I missed my mark on Conan?
Your dick was carrying you?
I was leading with it. I need to lead with my heart.
The dick stops here. Sean
My
is Jordan.
Here is my ankle.
Sean is Jordan on Twitter.
Yes, sir.
Sean Cluter Mel Jordan on Instagram.
Lot of
Seen a lot of those
those.
lately. How's your festival been so far?
Good, man. Chill. I mean, Wednesday was pretty buck.
Oh yeah. Not even really the festival on Wednesday,
No,
right?
it was
No,
just
it
me
was-
getting roofied or something.
Oh yeah, you thought you got roofied, right?
No, I just went after
Dude,
it.
yeah, we just got
Yeah.
ham.
I got in here on Thursday and the hotel room was clean the night after Sean thought he got roofied.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's not what happened. He
No, yeah, I
thought-
was kidding, shit.
I know, you said you got nicked. He tell you
I do think somebody slipped me a Mickey once.
Yeah.
That night we went to the Outback Steakhouse, and then
Oh yeah. I've been roofied before.
Have you?
Yeah, I've told you guys about it.
That's
on the
right. Yeah,
podcast.
Which
It
is hot
was in
dudes.
Berkeley, California. Yeah.
Fucking
Yeah, man.
He wanted my
Festival-
goodies. I said, not my goodies.
Not goodies. Festival's been dope, man. It's been
It's been
great.
so fun.
Been actually doing okay.
Sets, yeah.
As far as like, not like
Not
last year I was
partying
up
too
till
hard.
6 in the morning every night, and this year we were in bed by 3:30.
Yeah, we were in bed by
Reasonable.
3:30.
When the after
There
party
are
is till
two
5,
beds.
that's not bad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Did it go
exactly.
till 5?
Yeah.
It went till
Actually.
5?
Like, I think so.
I
That
left
is
it. I
wild.
left at like 3:30.
Yeah, it kept going.
I left before you guys. No, I left a little
Maybe it
after
stopped
you
at
guys.
4, but people hung out outside of it
Yeah, they
for
did.
Yeah.
like 45 minutes.
I was ready to go.
Yep.
I was pretty ready to go at that point too. But it took an Uber like 15 minutes to get there.
That's why
late
I
at
left
night.
at 3:30 because I
And
knew.
Keith picked me up.
Shane.
Keith.
Okay, what was he in? What was he
Keith, but then
driving?
he got real weird about Stevie Nicks. We were talking about
What?
Fleetwood Mac. I don't even remember why, but we were talking about Fleetwood Mac in the car, and he was like, Stevie Nicks was a jealous bitch, and I was like, whoa.
I have, honest to God, almost had that same interaction
Really?
in Uber. Yeah.
Canane was like in the back, you know.
Wait,
what I mean?
Canane said that?
No. The driver said that. Canane was like, whoa, wait, what?
Lindsey
crazy.
Buckingham.
Somebody told me recently that if you wanna make an older white woman think you're cool, you tell her she reminds you of Stevie Nicks.
Oh, that's a great move.
Yeah.
Yeah, especially if she's got like a scarf or kind of like any article of clothing that looks like she bought it in
Yeah, that's what. I think Zach Pugh was telling me that. He said, yeah, if you want an older white lady to think you're,
That's a good move.
or say she's a witchy woman,
Yeah.
which I don't feel that great. I don't know if I'm gonna pull that out.
You're a bit of a witchy woman.
Hey, you're kind of a witch, aren't you?
Witchy woman.
Call her a witchy woman. Call her a witchy woman. Call her a witchy woman. What's up, bitch?
Just like responding to what she
so
says.
close.
Maybe don't be a witch about it.
You just hit her with a bunch of old chicken bones.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
What?
Nobody's hitting anybody. With the chicken bones, you toss them on the floor and read the future.
Mm-hmm.
Witchy woman.
She got the moon in her eyes.
Is that a Fleetwood Mac song?
That's the Eagles, baby.
Ooh,
Yeah.
I like that.
Eagles get kind of a bad rap, in my opinion.
Yeah.
I like
think it's
Hotel
a lot of Big
California in
Lebowski.
Spanish.
Yeah. Oh, that is great.
Hotel California.
That was the only part that's not in Spanish. That whole song. Oh my God.
Spanish. Baby. Sean, what do you got coming up? Anything people can, this will come out next Thursday.
No.
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 If you are in the Los Angeles area, in 2 days, we will be having a live
Oh, yeah,
All
live
Fantasy
AFP.
Everything
Yeah.
Come through.
at Mid-City Art Center.
Yeah.
Yeah. the new-
Go to our Twitters
Mhm.
for links to the tickets. It may be sold out by then. It's getting pretty close right now. But we're going to be doing a live AFE with a special guest. It's going to be really fun.
Yeah.
And then after, it's my birthday party.
We're gonna go have your birthday
We're
party.
going to go have a little birthday party.
I'm
It's gonna
telling
be
you
fun.
who's not going to be wearing a white tee that night.
Nobody.
Nobody.
No shirts allowed.
Oh, man.
Oh yeah. What's a
I'm getting
No
covered in
girls
wing
allowed.
juice.
No shirts allowed, guys.
After school rules.
One will precede the other.
Train will be there.
Yeah.
Yeah, the Shake and Do. It's going to be fun.
There. Yeah.
Yeah, so come fuck with that.
Yeah. Do that.
Did you-
Faded's moving. Go to Faded every Friday.
Oh,
Same
yeah,
that's
place
the
it's
new
gonna
Faded
be. The new
venue.
Faded
We'll be at the
venue.
same location. Yeah.
By the Buck Starts here. If you haven't,
There you
then,
go.
That's it. I have no work coming up.
Fuck with the Buck Starts here. The G is silent on Twitter.
Yes, sir.
Cool Guy Joke 77 on Instagram.
Uh-huh.
What you got coming up?
No, nothing that I can talk about.
Yeah. Oh, yeah.
Like,
Until you
lot of
take
good
that plea
stuff.
bargain.
A lot of good stuff in the works. I hope for you guys to see at some point. But no, nothing. I'm just, I don't even have road shit because that other thing went through. So I'm working on that over the winter. So yeah, just know I'm out here ducking and diving, dipping and flipping. You know,
He's making moves. He's hitting the hole.
yeah.
You know?
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. The bubble's gonna pop, right?
Yeah.
I'm gonna eat when it's done.
That's right. You put the food in the microwave. It's not ready immediately. You know what I mean? You gotta leave it in there for a minute or two. For God's sake, it's fucking hot pocket.
You know, the crazy thing about that air fryer though, there's no heat up time.
Oh, really?
No, you just drop it in there.
No
Really?
way. I didn't
Yo,
know
you
that.
don't even have to defrost wings.
Gotta get me one of these fucking air
Duck.
fryers.
You should put it right next to the Emmy.
They put. Oh, yeah, Emmy.
Deep fry the Emmy.
That's so weird.
You should. It's classier than that. You got a tempura that.
Yeah. It's cold. I wonder if it would survive. Like, it's gold plated. But I wonder if it would, like, survive. If you could, like, put. I don't even know if it's gold. It might be brass. I don't fucking know what it's made out of.
You're brassy. I'll
Is it
tell you
soft
that.
metal?
It's not soft.
So it's like not pliable at all.
I don't think
Like,
so.
do you think if you mushed that, because you're strong,
Yeah, I'm strong.
if you kind of squeezed on that ball part, you think you could cave it?
No.
I'd be scared to try. I'll do it to
Yeah.
one of Gordon's.
Just put it behind the other ones.
Oh shit.
You
I put a
think
little Nerf basketball
You
in
just
there.
switch it out and take the.
Do you think
Well, does
you
it
could
say your
squeeze-
name on it?
Not yet. They have to send you a nameplate.
Okay, so
Did you
right
tell-
now
It could be anyone's.
Yeah, that's dope.
Did you
That
tell
could
me
be
you
Tom
wanted to
Selleck
say M.E.N. Carmel? M.E.N. Carmel?
Yes.
Yeah,
I
good.
did, yeah.
Just making sure. Just making sure. Light little joke to start things off. Just a
Yeah,
light
it's a
one.
good one.
Little one. You know?
Stop looking at me.
Over there on the other bed, getting stared at by Sean, is Shane Torres.
He's so far out of the way.
At Shane Torres on Twitter.
Yeah.
At Syrup Mountain on Instagram.
Yeah.
What do you got going on, baby?
I'm on the road a whole lot.
Oh, yeah.
For the rest of the year. So, ShaneIsAComedian.com. I'll be coming up. I'll be in LA with the boys next week or tomorrow, I guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
On the road all of October with Bert Kreischer, so I might die.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
And then
Yeah.
Oh shit.
I'll be at Detroit.
Oh, shit.
I got some dates too after Shane's time. I totally forgot.
I'll be in Cleveland November 16th at the Playhouse Theater.
That's when you want to be in Cleveland.
And November 17th, I'll be there at the Detroit Shipping Company.
Nice. That'll be fun.
Yeah, so come
Detroit's
see-
cool, man.
Come see those, and then also come to my new show with Tom Dakar, Phoebe Bottoms, and Caitlin Cook
called Good God at the Sultan Room.
Oh, yeah.
Ooh.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I drop these dates on you two now?
Drop them.
So I'm opening for Eric Andre on his tour this fall. August 8th and 9th, I'm going to be at the Paramount
Can't be
Theater.
August. Can't be August.
October? Sorry.
There you go.
October 8th. I'm doing this for real. October 8th and 9th, I'm going to be in Austin, Texas at the Paramount Theater.
The 9th is my birthday, by the way. Just keep that in mind, everyone.
I thought the 5th was when we were
That's
partying.
when we're partying, but
The
the
9th
9th
is what
is
my
just the
ID
day
says
of.
is my birthday.
Really?
Yeah, they misprinted it.
Twins.
Hilarious.
October 10th, Dallas, Texas at the Majestic Theater.
Woo, first comedy show I ever
October.
saw.
Really?
Yes. Dave
Nice. October 11th in San Antonio at the Tobin Center for the Performing Arts.
Ooh.
October 12th, Houston, Cullen Performance Hall. October 28th, St. Louis, Missouri, Washington University. I said Louis. October
Louis.
29th, Evanston, Illinois, Northwestern University, Con Auditorium. October 30th, Milwaukee, Riverside Theater. November 1st, Lewisburg, Pennsylvania at Bucknell University.
God, yeah, Bucknell, dude.
November
I'm gonna
2nd.
get him a sweatshirt.
I got an
I'm gonna get him a sweatshirt.
Yeah, yeah.
November 2nd, Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania at the Byam
You
Theater.
forgot that you were doing all this?
Yeah. November 8th, Miami, Florida at the Olympia Theater. November 9th, the Tampa Theater in Tampa, Florida. November 16th, I'm co-hosting the Eric Andre show at the Adult Swim Festival. November 20th, New Orleans, Louisiana at the Republic. November 21st, same thing. November 22nd, Pantages Theater, Minneapolis.
There you go.
Jeez.
Baby's hitting the road, baby.
Yeah, opening for Eric Andre, so I'll be chugging ranch and fucking ass.
Yeah, baby.
I don't know. Why.
Chugging ass and fucking ranch, too.
Chugging ass and fucking ranch.
Oh my god.
We were up late last night.
Yeah, I didn't mean either of those. I didn't mean it either way that I said it.
I am Ian Carmel. I remain Ian Carmel and always will be thus. And Ian Carmel on Twitter, Ian Carmel on Instagram, Ian Carmel on Jewish America Airlines app.
Jamaica.
Jamaica.
Have we called you Jada Kanish at all this weekend?
No, he texted
Yeah.
Jada Kanish, dude.
I don't know how we didn't see that years ago.
That's tight, Jay
yeah.
Kanish.
It was
That's real
right
name.
there the whole time.
It might be a
It
shirt.
is a Jada Kanish.
Jada Kanish shirt. Can I raise something from last night? So it was on the dance floor, and they let me guest DJ for a little bit, which was so fun. It's so fucking fun. The DJ was such a nice guy.
Yeah, that guy was
He
killing.
was so cool, and he was playing great music too.
He opened with Mariah Carey. I was like, my man's here to
It's a
win.
fucking he was here to win. He
Yeah.
was like not like one of those fucking we've talked about it before, but pretentious DJs. Who's
Yeah.
like, look how cool I am.
No bright eyes.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
But lit. He did play lit. I played lit, but he was like play lit. So, yeah. But then another dude went up in a Pepsi bucket hat, which was a cool look.
I
Oh,
saw
that's
that guy.
old Kev.
Yeah,
Old
that was
Kev?
Kevin.
Oh,
Yeah,
I
that's
don't know
Kevin
that
O'Brien.
dude.
He had the pony shirt on.
That's Kevin O'Brien. You do
Kevin
know Kevin
O'Brien?
O'Brien.
I do know Kevin O'Brien.
Yeah.
He looked a little
Denver.
different last night.
Avid listener of the podcast.
Is he really?
Yeah, you know, he looked different last
If you
night.
saw him without that bucket hat, you would know him.
Oh, I was also, you know.
Yeah, we were
Not in
out
the
there.
right mind.
You know, maybe we ate some pizza toppings last
It
night.
should might happen. So Kevin made a bold move that he started with, and like, hey, you're listening to this. What up, Kevin? I'm sorry.
I thought it was a wild move.
I'm
too.
sorry I didn't put two and two together.
I thought it was a wild
Because you
move.
fucking killed it all night, dude. But opened with "This Is America,"
I couldn't believe it.
and I didn't know if I could dance to it. Just because it's like, you know,
It was a wild way
it's
to
a wild
start.
move.
That's how you came in.
Introduce yourself. But for those of you who don't know, Kevin O'Brien is a white man, and opened.
Oh, they
with
know
fucking-
when you say Kevin O'Brien.
Yeah, but as you know, he's a Barbadian.
He's a Barbados.
Is that what you call him?
He's a Barbados distance run. Barbadan? I think it is.
Is it Barbadian?
He's a barbarian. Barbadian? Barbadian?
Barbadian.
Barbadian distance runner. No, but that song's a jam. I mean, like, you can dance
The
to
beat
it.
is hard.
Yeah, the beat is so hard.
I walked away for cultural purposes, but I understand.
I was like,
Two more.
I was like, I'm not gonna do
because
this.
people would have been checking for you. They'd
Yeah,
been
I
like,
just was.
well, David's dancing, so it's okay.
I'm not gonna be that. I'm not gonna be that for you.
What about? Can we talk about multiple people getting texts saying that Killer Mike was at the High Dive
Oh
last
my
night?
god! Highlight of my life in my own city,
In your own fucking
in my
city.
hometown where most people know me.
Oh my god.
They thought that Killer Mike was at the bar just watching a show on a Friday night.
He had Instagrams tagged in.
It's so weird because we
that
all
night.
wanted to believe it too. Like,
I didn't. I immediately knew what was going on. I was like,
the second I heard
tight,
it.
racism, sick. That's what I love before I go perform for a crowd people, white people.
you know how Killer Mike's always showing up to independent comedy festivals.
Yeah, not like me and my friends sold a bunch of tickets at this festival
It
or
was
anything.
so
I'm clear
funny.
with somebody else.
Yeah, like
It was weird.
Adam Kate Nolan checked his Instagram. He's like, he's eating dinner in Atlanta right now. He
Yeah.
posted it 5 minutes.
I get the same thing with Chris Pine last
No, I
night, so I understand
understand,
your
I
pain, man.
understand.
There were a lot of people.
A lot of
I'm
people-
far less racist when that happened.
Chris Pine and Killer Mike are hosting a show together. Chris Pine,
I
Killer
think
Mike.
I saw Chris
Tyrese.
Pine. I think I saw Chris Pine and Killer Mike eating mushrooms in the alley last night. Now,
Now I can't be sure.
yeah. I'm pretty sure then Killer Mike took a piss.
What time was it? It was 4.
Yeah, who knew Chris Pine and Killer Mike had it like that, dude? They were tight, and then they went to Atlanta 5 minutes later.
Yeah. Oh my God, that's funny. I don't have any dates coming up. Watch the Late Late Show. Admire me as an Emmy winner, just if you have some free moments.
Just like in your
Just like-
afternoon, you just take a couple minutes out.
Okay. Oh, good for him. I'll feel it. Gas me up. No, I don't really have anything coming up. It's a lot of work until the holidays, and then, hopefully we'll get some more live AFEs on the books. Hit the road again, something
Yep.
like that.
I think that
We
sounds
also got
tight.
some crazy shit that we
Oh,
can't
we got some
talk
crazy
about,
shit popping. We can't
but
talk
it is
about.
popping, and know that your boys are doing. The kids are all right.
We're running for president.
On the Republican ticket.
On the Republican
Yeah.
ticket, yeah.
Surprise!
We're going
Change the
far
face of the
right,
party.
dude. AFE's going far right next year, just to switch it up a little bit.
Someone's got to go in that swamp that's been drained.
We are gathered here today in a hotel room, on the 15th floor of the Crown Plaza in beautiful Denver, Colorado. Not only to talk about how I look like Chris Pine and David is often mistaken for Killer Mike.
It's not often.
Often mistaken.
I don't think it's
Happens
often.
all the time.
Quite a bit.
Frequently.
Quite a bit.
I don't think
I
it's.
saw the bellhop
No.
talking about it when we were downstairs.
No, you didn't.
No.
Okay.
Don't you spit that on my computer?
Ooh,
Yeah,
I
I
didn't know
almost-
you were drinking a Coca-Cola Classic until just now.
I don't even do that.
I
I
love
just
it,
came
though.
in here and I saw it and Sean let me have it, but I have been eyeballing it.
How nice, when you don't really drink soda anymore, and then you have one,
Yeah, it's
once every 8 months or something?
It's a treat.
Like
Yeah,
you're supposed to.
like you're supposed to.
Yeah.
Yeah, it really is nice.
It's
It is a
Instead of
treat.
drinking 6 of them and hoping that makes you not thirsty, we are gathered here to people with whom you would like to trade places for a day, or people you'd like to live as.
You can just be them for a
I
day.
mean,
people
sure
you like
we
to
can
be for a
trade.
day.
I don't.
Yeah, they can be me.
Their day's not going to be the same as my day.
It would be fun if you had to make them be you. That would be a different list. People you'd like to be
how
for
do
a
you think
day.
people would handle being you?
Me?
Like any of them.
I honestly think maybe better than I do. Some of the people on my list,
Like
yeah, I
you just
think they
had
maybe.
Fletcher Cox and he had to walk around in my body
Oh
for a day.
man, how come I'm not scary anymore? Yeah, people who you'd like to be for a day. What was that little hand motion?
Oh, I just get my rock, paper, scissors.
Oh, there you go. Oh yeah. Now the way we determine the order of the draft is with a rock.
I like that you do the. I know I'm squeezing.
Of rock, paper, scissors, played by the 3 of you, and we throw on shoot.
I'm
Here
shooting
we go.
up.
Rock, paper, scissors, shoot. Sean wins.
Chantel Jordan.
On
Damn
the
right
road
I win.
game, dude. Sean wins on the road. Sean Jordan.
Yeah.
Having won, it is incumbent upon you to determine the order of today's draft. But
It is.
before you do that,
Yeah.
I will remind you it is a serpentine draft.
And what does that mean?
It's a great question.
Say you walk into the hotel Wednesday.
Uh-huh.
You're jazzed. You had a couple drinks on the plane. You go to the pool, and there's a sexy Shane Torres in the pool, swimming from one side of the pool to the other, just like a sexy little otter. And then he stops, and then he turns around and swims back to the other side because he's getting his workouts in. And you're just like, God damn, look at the back on that guy. And then he turns back around, keeps swimming laps. I take my shirt off and I keep saying, "Hey Shane, touch my skin," and he goes, "Now." And then he swims across back to the other side, and then just kind of goes back and forth until he looks like he does. It's amazing. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So basically, what it means is you pick 4th in the first round, you pick 1st in the second round.
Yeah, that's what it means.
Yeah.
At what part of the Serpentine draft does Sean bring a bottle of Jameson into the pool?
David brought that. I did not bring
no,
that.
I didn't.
I didn't.
I didn't
I
bring
tried to leave it at Mel's house, so somebody brought it.
Oh, you bought it though.
Yeah, I bought it for the crib, like for him to have,
Right,
just because he
we
let us
just
chill
started
over there.
Jameson
Anyway.
in the pool. You got a pool drink.
There was J-Mo at the pool.
Damn. How's it living?
Yeah, it wasn't. There weren't any cups though.
No. Well, no. That
That was
would
like
be
an
uncool.
Irish rap video.
You shoot a House of Pain video on the 6th story.
Jump around.
Jump around.
If you slowed that song down, gave it a real thick Irish accent. That's a good.
Yeah, probably.
That's an Irish folk song.
Buck it up, bucketing, let me begin. I came to win. Battle me, that's a sin.
Toora, loora, loora. It works, man.
Sean, with that in mind, what will the order of today's draft be?
David, me, Shane, Ian.
Oh, hot corner. Taking that fucking hot corner, baby. Hot.
Bronze medal.
See, you guys didn't want you. Fucked up. Who was it, David? You, Shane, me?
Yeah.
All right, beautiful. With that in mind, David, you have the first pick in today's people you would want to be for a day AFE. Before we get to that, let's take a quick break.
Let's do it.
This episode of All Fantasy Everything is brought to you by See The Thing Is. It is a podcast that'll just make you feel good. If you're a millennial who misses life in the early O's, I do. I don't know if I'm a millennial. I think I am. I think I'm like the last year to be a millennial. Anyway, I throw myself in there sometimes after a couple bowls of loudmouth soup. Who we kidding? If I have a hard time finding new or curated music, of course I do. All that stuff is hard to do. If that's you, if you fall in that boat, you're going to love See The Thing Is. It's a podcast hosted by Bridget Kelly and Mandy B. Bridget is a Grammy Award-winning R&B artist. Mandy B is a podcast trailblazer. Twice a week, Bridget and Mandy, they host nostalgic conversations in their grown segments. They also have political pop culture conversations in their honest segments, and relationships / hot take conversations in the slightly toxic segment. The opinions on the show are extremely real. They're brought to you by the genuine connections the ladies have with the guests. They like to call their friends with benefits. You get it. Each week, you're going to leave with new music recommendations or a playlist of new music. You know what I mean? That who doesn't like new music? It's in their freshly squeezed music segment. Recently, they sat down with Ari Lennox, Big Frida, Robert Glasper, just to name a few. So get on it. Follow and subscribe to See The Thing Is on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, or on YouTube. New audio episodes drop every Tuesday and Friday, and visuals are available on YouTube Wednesday and Saturday.
Yeah, we're back! David, now that we're back, it is time for you to make the first selection.
Oprah.
Nice.
Okay.
Yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, I want to see what it's like at the top.
Yeah.
That's access to, like, she knows where the bodies are buried.
Oh, yeah.
She's got the launch
Got
codes.
Dr. Phil on speed dial.
Yeah, that's real.
Any time of day, you get Dr.
Figure
Phil
out
on
what
the
that
phone.
Gail Stedman triangle is for
Yeah,
real.
you know. You know.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
She's like a modern day queen.
She's got like a palatial estate up in Santa Barbara.
Yeah, she has money to do. I would honestly, if I was Oprah for a day, I'd just donate all her wealth to the government of Sierra Leone.
Yeah.
I drain it, Oprah. You hear that? Bankrupt you.
She'd make it back.
Yeah.
She'd
I
be-
mean,
that's
that's the
why
thing. That's
you
the
can do
beauty.
it, yeah.
And then we have, some new hotels and schools and stuff.
There you go. That's a beautiful plan.
Yeah.
Man, she's fucking so rich.
And
Not
I
like-
just want that access to there's a level of knowledge that wealth gives you that
There's
I
nothing you
cannot-
don't know.
I can't attain. Like, I can figure out who killed Kennedy.
Yeah, she's got
If I
different
was-
fruit.
Yeah, she's
You know
got,
what I mean?
she's got
New
that
fruit.
new fruit.
Yeah. She's so fucking different animals and stuff.
What if her
She's like, this is a test dog. This isn't even out yet.
No, it's cool.
her list
Yeah.
of favorite things is just shit that rich people don't do anymore?
This is a nickel hound. You've never heard of these.
You can't get those. I have one. Jason Derulo has one.
This is a Columbo melon.
That would be cool, man.
Yeah,
it'd be
Oprah's-
tight. Just to wield that kind of power for a day. Jet set. You could talk to. I'd call so many people on the phone.
You could change a bunch of people's lives during that whole day. Just call and be like, "Hey, you're on Oprah like next week."
She doesn't have a
You
show
get to do
anymore,
it.
but yeah, right? Does she not?
Oh, network.
Yeah, right.
Oh, the O Network? I don't think she doesn't have a
Also,
show.
in the meantime, she would be me. Probably get some good reading done.
Yeah. Why are we doing that? No,
I don't
she's
know.
not
Are
you.
we not
No,
doing that?
you're
No,
just her.
okay.
Yeah. Her consciousness ceases to exist in 24 hours.
Okay, so I was like, man, Oprah could fix my shit up.
Yeah. You're
We're
probably
basically
waking
doing
up-
Freaky Friday the draft.
If it was still you, know what would be a bummer? Is like you just sleep until 11 anyway.
Right?
Wouldn't
I
even
just
take
do what I
advantage.
do.
'Cause
What
it's
is
still-
Oprah?
Just the sheets and pajamas are a lot
Everybody
nicer.
at the laundromat by my house is like, what?
What's Oprah doing here?
What's Oprah doing here? Why is she drinking that big ass brisk tea?
Hey, how come your machines don't take gold bars?
You're Donald Ducking around a mansion in Hawaii.
Is it Donald Duckin when you're? It's still Donald Duck. It's Daisy Duckin.
Daisy Ducking. Yeah, you Daisy Ducking. You know what Oprah's vagina looked like.
I would.
Yeah.
take that Daisy Duck and do some Daisy fucking.
You fuck Stedman. Would you fuck Stedman?
No,
Yeah.
you'd cheat on him.
When would I ever?
You'd go cheat on him.
I'd fuck something.
Yeah.
From
Saying.
Oprah.
Right, no, I'm saying. You'd probably go fuck someone tighter than Stedman, though, right?
I don't think Stedman's that not tight.
Have you seen the mustache? In fact, he was one of my picks. No,
Secretly, you just wanted to pick him so we could fuck.
yeah. That's so weird, because actually my first pick.
It's crazy you said that.
It's so wild.
Here, you
Sean
go,
and I just look at each other.
look at my list and everything.
Now, I'm going to take Beyonce and then you take Jason.
Yeah, no, Oprah.
It would be really fun to be Oprah. Wait, like you could get the Obamas on the phone, just
Yeah.
like that, you know?
I could try to hook up that three-way.
Yeah. Oh.
What is that?
Because if I'm Oprah up for a day, I'm throwing Hail Marys.
Would they go for it? Powerful people have to
don't
do
know.
crazy shit to feel exhilaration.
That's what I'm saying. I think that
Wow.
could be a.
Yeah.
And then if I had a three-way with the Obamas, you know, I'm one of five. I don't know how many people have done that. Not
Probably
many.
not a lot. Yeah.
You think
Again, Jason Derulo.
Yeah, Jason.
Jason Derulo,
Three-way
there.
the Obama.
They do it at the Melonhound meetup.
Oprah, that's a fucking great first pick.
Yeah, that's right.
Sean Jordan.
Yeah.
Time for your first pick. Who would you be for a day?
For my first pick, I'm going to pick the late Whitney Houston.
Oh, okay, all right.
Do you know what her life was like at the end?
I just want to be able to
You
sing
didn't say
the
that.
best. Yeah, I'm not saying. I'm
I
just
mean,
saying.
the last few years, your voice went to shit.
But it wasn't always.
So then
You're
why are you
taking, like,
picking the
20
late Whitney?
I'm just saying because she's dead. The late Whitney Houston. Like she's passed away.
Not late era Whitney Houston.
Yeah, I'm saying the late. Like when someone's.
You're taking like 28-year-old. You're taking like the bodyguard Whitney Houston.
Yeah.
Oh, like hanging out with Clive Davis.
You've never heard someone say that? Like when someone like the late and then the dead person?
Yeah, I always thought they were talking about like late era.
That just means like they're dead.
Okay.
Yeah. Oh, and a hush fell over the room.
Well,
That
I
was
guess
wild.
The, like the late
So what
energy
era?
in
Are you
this
talking
room.
about like
Like the bodyguard.
21, 22 when she might have had a girlfriend?
Ooh.
I like the bodyguard.
All right.
Like right, and that's exactly what I was thinking of.
Shinos
'cause-
Coster.
Yeah, we were
So
talking
before
about that
Bobby
soundtrack.
Brown.
That's Costner at
Yeah.
the top of his powers.
Do you have a concert that night?
Yeah, sure. I mean, of course, I'm
He's
taking.
the queen of the night.
I mean, it's probably doing most of the bodyguard soundtracks, right? When I Will Always Love You came out, like I just want to go belt
To
that.
be able to hit that.
Yeah.
Just to.
That would be
Yeah.
amazing.
Didn't she do it at the Oscars or some shit?
Probably.
I could pick that day.
You could.
Yeah. You could, because then you could meet like
Everybody.
Yeah.
Everybody at the office.
Chevy Chase would probably be maybe.
Jason Derulo probably would have been there.
Derulo's there, dude.
Could've been
Steve Gutenberg.
Gutenberg might have been there. I don't know
bet
if
you they
Gutenberg
loved
was
each other.
making it to the Oscars.
Kathleen Turner.
I'm with that. I love Whitney, so
I always have.
I know
think
I know a lot about her. Have you watched that documentary? There's two
No,
good ones.
I haven't, but
You-
I fucking love her.
She's man.
Always did. Even
When
the
you
literally.
find out
You say you'll always love her?
Yeah, I'll always love
Would
her.
you be compelled to say that?
She's the queen of the night.
Maybe sing it?
You know, I want to run to her.
Fucking, I want to dance with somebody still.
Did you play that last night?
Yeah, 8 years in a row, it gets the fucking floor.
It's
pumping,
because it's a perfect
It's just
song.
a perfect song.
It's
Yeah.
perfect.
It's
I was bummed I
perfect.
didn't hear. I mean, it didn't get played before 3, and I was like, damn.
It
They
did.
didn't let you on there.
It did get played before 3.
We left at like 3.
I started
We left
DJing
at, like,
before
2:30,
3.
yeah.
It always gets
Really?
played before 3.
All right. Well, I didn't. I was
That's
bummed.
not a 3 a.m. So
Yeah.
that's a within the. You dropped that the first hour of the party.
Yeah.
If they throw Sure
That's
Boy up there
feeding
again, I'll play it again.
Sure boy.
Sure Boy.
Sure boy.
But yeah, to have that instrument and be able to do that,
Yeah, it'd be amazing. I'd
that's
love.
like not a lot of people probably know what it feels like.
I would just.
I
all
would be
day.
walking into like restaurants.
Yeah, of course.
Just like singing an order and shit. Like,
And obviously go have sex because I would like to know what it feels like to have sex as a woman. So
With Bobby Brown.
yeah.
Probably similar to what it feels like to have the event and have sex with Bobby Brown.
unpleasant.
Gritty. You ever eat like a piece of venison someone killed and you
Yes.
bite down and you get a piece of buckshot? That's what it's like having sex with Bobby Brown.
Oh,
First
man.
tender and then jarring.
I gotta go get a partial put in now. Damn, Bobby, that was rough. You made me
Bobby
bite the
busted my
bed.
cap. Broke my crown off.
Whitney, when did she get into crack cocaine?
Later.
Much later.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, when that show
and then
was
towards
on.
the end, she's just smoking cigarettes and she blew her pipes out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a bummer.
So you're taking like 20 bodyguard era Whitney Houston.
Yeah, how old was she? Like 30?
Man.
I don't know what
I
she
think
was
she's
there.
younger than that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What was that song? What was that sort of last hit she had? Where she's like in the video
Heartbreak
wearing
Hotel?
a white. She's in the video wearing like a white blouse.
Yeah, Heartbreak Hotel.
Is that it?
All
Yeah.
I really wanted was some love.
Well, there was the Exhale.
Can you play my... I think Exhale was way before.
That was, yeah,
What was
okay.
I Want to Run to You?
You will
Early.
exhale. That was Bodyguard. So,
Bodyguard?
90,
Yeah. Waiting to Exhale was Shoot.
93.
Shoot is the song. Shoot.
Okay.
All you gotta do is shoot.
Oh yeah.
Shoot, 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 ba-doop, shoot, doop. Yeah, sure
That
was.
movie about all those black people in Arizona.
Is that where Waiting to Exhale was?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
really weird.
Huh,
As a
alright.
kid, I was just like, I guess that's what it's like in Arizona. I went to Phoenix last weekend. It is not. I was like, where's all the black women?
And then a Monster Energy truck.
Yeah.
They put it in the state that never officially recognizes Martin Luther King Day. Shiggity Shantor, that's time for your first pick.
Thank you. And now we are not allowed to do fictional characters.
That's correct. We talked about this off air.
And that's a good thing because my first 4 were fictional characters.
Really?
Yeah. Can I say them?
Yeah.
Sure, yeah, get him out.
I wanted to be Spencer Strassmore because
Oh, great.
There are real versions of that.
no, but I don't want to be that.
There, also, let me stop you right there. There aren't real versions of Spencer Strassmore.
I just want to know
Because that's
how
an
you
impossible story.
go from broke athlete to most wanted buyer of an NFL football team.
Owner? It's
I don't
fucking
understand
insane.
what happened between the last season and this
Because
season.
they didn't tell us.
That he got all that dough.
It's fucking
Like,
crazy.
he
They
was
didn't
like,
even
I'm
start
gonna
to
fight
talk
the
about it.
NCAA, and then they're like, oh, now you're rich. You
That
want to buy a
story's
team?
over. That high school quarterback is gone. Unless
Yeah.
they're bringing him back at some point.
They're
I
not.
don't think they
They're
are.
not.
God, Ballers is it's. Listen, guys, I'm gonna keep watching it because I love it, but it is bad.
Oh, yeah.
It's like a bad show now.
It's a terrible show.
I have never found out I was being cheated on while I was still in a relationship.
That's what it feels
I
like.
think so. I think I kind of know what it feels like now. Because I've been so loyal to Ballers, and this is
Yeah.
how they fucking treat me.
It's
Yeah.
like they're not even trying.
Yeah.
They should have let us get on the track.
We could have written a beautiful
We could have
last season.
Oh
been
my
amazing.
God, I would have tied it up.
Is
with
this the
flow.
last
Yeah.
season?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay, good.
Oh, yeah.
And they're blowing.
Whether they like it or not.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's his Strassmore, so you can wear those vests?
Yes.
Yeah.
He's the only man who wears a suit as well as I do.
Mm-hmm.
Coach Eric Taylor, obvious reasons. I don't really need to explain that.
So you're going to have sex with Tammy Taylor?
Yes, that's
Coach
right.
Eric Taylor.
Yeah. Ray Donovan.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fixer.
What?
He's a fixer, right?
He's a fixer.
Yeah.
And then I just wrote down whoever the best Superman was.
You're a bit of a fixer. Fixer upper.
I knew you were going there. That's not a good joke.
Now, since that's not what we're drafting,
High five all
Yeah.
in a row.
What I am drafting, my first pick, I'm taking David Miscavige, head of Scientology.
Whoa!
Whoa!
You just wanna feel
Because
that
I want to
evil?
know.
You also want to see? I want to know how'd you keep Travolta?
Yeah. Yeah.
What do you
I know,
got?
I have a pretty good idea how they kept Travolta.
Yeah, me too.
Yeah.
Get some theories.
Yeah.
Pretty-
I just, there's nothing impressive about him on surface, and I just want to know how he's doing.
he's an evil villain.
Yeah.
That's how he's doing it.
He's an evil villain.
Yeah. You just want to know what
But
that
also,
feels
what's
like.
that leverage he's got? Because it seems like there's some people. Listen, I don't even feel comfortable talking about.
I'm not
this.
trying to put myself in a position
Yeah.
where I don't get a cake this Christmas, so I'm going to sort of stay out of it.
That's exactly. I don't want to fuck
Yeah.
up tasting that cake you're gonna
Yeah.
get.
Well, we can
Yeah.
skip it.
It's a good
Yeah,
pick, though.
you guys. The reasons are obvious. There's a lot of secrecy around it.
Big
and I'm very
secrets.
curious.
Yeah,
Big
yeah,
secret.
that's true. That is like one of the big,
Yeah.
especially being in.
Wait till you hear my next pick.
Yeah. You'd also have all sorts of cool places to stay in LA.
Yeah.
'Cause they own all this dope real estate.
Yeah.
You don't want to go in that building across from UCB.
Yeah, I do too.
You know what?
It looks like a super villain's
We
lair.
should go on the. We should go on the tour. They're
I'm
not
scared.
gonna I'm strong enough that they're not gonna convert me.
True.
You
We're in
think
the
so?
industry. That's
Yeah.
You
right.
think so, but then they're gonna just present the girl of your dreams right at the end, and bat her eyes, and then you're done for.
Is that how it works?
Yeah.
Lisa Left Eye
You'll be given-
Lopez died in a plane crash.
Did she?
Oh.
Whoa, that just fucked me up more than
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Plenty of smart people have taken that tour and have turned into Scientologists.
Also, if there's a cold
Yeah,
cup
but I'm
platter,
kind of dumb.
Yeah. This isn't working.
We shouldn't go. We shouldn't go. And I'm very susceptible to flattery.
They're just like, oh, Ian, that's a nice shirt. Where do I sign?
I'm in, baby.
1,000 years?
I've never been
give
bar
me two.
mitzvahed or anything.
David.
Are you allowed, because you're bar mitzvah? Could you even get down?
They're a very Hollywoodish religion. I'm sure there's some former Jews in there.
Okay.
I think, yeah. Okay, well, my first pick, after the David Miscavige pick, I would love to be Usain Bolt for a day.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Just fucking get
Oh,
there.
I feel what it's like
Yeah.
to have that
Great
body.
He's the fastest man who's ever existed.
Yeah.
That would be so fucking fun.
It
Anybody
would be
need
cool
anything from the
because you
store at all today?
Yeah.
You could be like Michael Vick in that episode of Atlanta.
Yeah, just racing people outside the strip
parking
club.
lot.
You remember when you
I
were
got a
younger,
dub on
like,
it.
if you were a fast runner in elementary school, you were like popular?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Great
It never
Coleman.
really changed with junior and high school.
Yeah, those guys stayed popular.
Yeah, they were
Yeah.
still pretty cool.
Yeah,
though.
so I was real popular.
I've never been fast
Nope.
ever in my entire life. I have dreams. You know how some people have dreams about flying? I have them about running fast.
That's so-
I don't really have them anymore, but I used to.
It would
I
be
have
good.
them about jogging a mile.
Getting it in under 10.
Yeah.
I don't do anything fast either. I drive slow. I
Right.
just don't. I'm not like.
I drive like a fucking maniac.
Yeah, you do drive fast.
I'm a wheelman.
Yeah, you're a
Yeah,
wheelman.
but-
I've never done nothing that I do has ever been fast.
Yeah. So it'd be so fun to be Usain Bolt for a
Ladies.
day. There he is.
Yeah, got it.
Tantric. Sting. 8 hours. No orgasms.
I haven't 8 hours. I haven't had an orgasm in like 48, baby.
48. Another 48.
First 48.
No, that's a good
I'd have a
call.
cool fucking pose. You know the Usain
Yeah.
Bolt pose, Sean?
Yeah.
What's your take on the Usain Bolt pose?
Ugh. Get out of here. Would you-
How many
would
times do you
be-
think of doing that tonight when we're live, bud?
I'm gonna hate it.
Boy.
Would it be on the day of the competition?
Yeah, I would like in Jamaica.
Okay.
Day of a competition.
National Hero Day.
Yo.
That's in the morning. I wake up, I eat that breakfast, I fucking smoke the competition,
And then you
and then I
get
fucking
Kingston.
party in Jamaica that night.
Oh man.
Top boy.
Top
Yeah.
My stomach just got
Imagining
butterflies.
Daggering people on the dance floor, you know what I mean?
Jumping
Yeah.
off of stuff. They're
Oh.
jumping off of stuff onto you.
I can't wait.
Yeah, that's
Walking
tight.
up to people like Terrell Owens and be like, it won't even be close.
Yeah.
Like looking at other fast people and just be like, don't even think about it.
Yeah.
Like,
Go to bed, Deion Sanders.
Yeah.
That guy can probably walk faster than I
Prime
can
time.
run.
I bet you he could straight up power walk faster than.
Yeah.
I bet you he power walks a 5'3", 40.
Yeah. He probably can't help it.
No, it's in
Yeah.
his blood.
Just
yeah,
to
I'd be the
feel
most.
that.
Do you want to go on a stroll today? No, I don't. Fastest man alive.
I'd be wearing like a Puma jumpsuit, looking awesome.
Not that under, no undershirt.
No undershirt,
Yeah, yeah.
chains,
Oh, yeah.
gnarly cleats. Oh
You
my
would
god.
look just be springy the whole time.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh.
I bet you he's got hops too.
Oh, he can dunk.
Oh yeah, for
Yeah,
sure.
Because
yeah.
he's just like his.
He's tall too, right?
Yeah, he is. Yeah, he's like 6'3", 6'4", I think.
Oh,
Yeah, I would also be fucking dunking. You can bet that. Bottom
I
dollar.
mean, fucking too.
Bottom
Dunking,
dollar.
fucking, sprinting, eating, dancing, smoking, kissing, and swimming, dude. That'd be my night.
That's a good night.
I told Laura that we had a little poll between the three of us on who likes to kiss the most, and we all decided it was me. And
Yeah,
she's
what's
like,
she say?
she's like, you do like kissing.
You're a Snoopy Little Devil who loves to kiss, of course. Yeah.
I wore that shirt the other day.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. With my next pick, I would like to be Meryl Streep for a day.
Fuck, man.
Good Meryl on the list?
Uh-huh.
That was on your list?
Yeah, she's the best actress of all time.
She's like
Widely
the best
considered.
living actor.
Mhm.
I would.
Actor.
I'd love to know. I mean,
Yeah,
but I would just love to know what that feels like.
Of course.
I can't act.
Exact
For
same.
shit.
It's like you looked at my shit. That's the thing.
I did look.
look
To
at
be fair, I
yours.
did look. Yeah,
To
Danny, I
know
swore
I
over your
also-
list.
Do you know
I
what
was
it feels
sitting
like to
next
be
him
like,
in bed while he was typing it up. I looked
hey,
at it.
hey, go act like your son died on camera and really cry and make me believe it.
And
Meryl
you can
Streep's
just
like,
nail
sure.
it.
Totally, I can do that.
Plus, like, I bet Chardonnay tastes better to her. You know what I mean? Like,
I bet it tastes like what it's supposed to taste
yeah,
like.
yeah, yeah. Like when I drink Chardonnay, I'm like,
Mine tastes like Chardonnay.
Yeah, Chardonnay, dude.
Hell no!
I bet when a restaurateur tells Meryl Streep we're out of something, she just goes, like makes a sad face.
No,
like,
you're not,
We'll
honey."
rustle it up. We'll find you something. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
And then they go get it.
What city would you be in? Like New York?
San Francisco.
You got to be in a city. Okay.
I'd be in the Bay.
Is she
You got to
from
be in
there?
a city that appreciates it.
Yeah.
Is she from there? Or you just be there?
No,
No,
maybe
it's-
New York actually.
San Francisco's a good city to be like that in.
When you're Meryl
Yeah,
Streep, because
yeah,
everyone there loves you, and it's
Yeah.
kind of because like I wouldn't want to be here in LA because the weather's too warm.
Yeah.
I want to be somewhere where I can wear like a thick Meryl Streepy sweater,
Yeah.
with some like big a shawl,
Like
some chunky
a
jewelry.
New York fall Meryl Streep.
Yeah, maybe a New York fall Meryl Streep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like a walk through
Red
the park.
sweater,
Yeah.
red scarf, black peacoat.
Uptown, man.
Yeah.
Get like a fucking like an expensive coffee and walk around. Maybe do a little shopping.
$1,000 at the coffee shop.
Yeah, somehow. Yeah.
I just
It ain't
did it.
nothing.
Yeah.
Maybe like I would have like maybe like I have lunch with Laura Linney today, and then Laura Linney and I just talk about the old times, and
Damn
then
it.
like I shoot a scene that night, or
You tell
maybe
the waiter he's handsome, it makes his life.
yeah, right,
something like that.
yeah, we'll just have meaningful moments with people,
Yeah.
Yeah.
and then like maybe you have a show that night, or you know she's like in a play, she's
That's
doing
beautiful.
a limited run,
I think that's beautiful.
Yep.
Yeah.
That's perfect.
and then I'd sign her up for the next Fast and the Furious movie. I'd sign an ironclad contract. That
Yeah, that she could not get out of.
Hobbs and Streep, 10 movie series.
Hobbs and Streep.
She plays herself.
Keep it real, man.
Yeah, she just is an international car.
All those DVD players you stole in the first one were mine.
Oh my
Jason
god.
Statham. Meryl?
Meryl. Meryl. Wife, is it Meryl Streep? Once you get out of prison, love. You know? And then
Yeah, it'd be fucking sick.
I can't do a Meryl
I
Streep.
couldn't either. I was like,
Well,
how does she have an accent? Of course she doesn't.
um,
Well, actually, Jason, I was never in prison.
here's the thing, Jason. Here's the thing, Shaw. I was never in prison, and you took the bait perfectly.
Yeah, I'm the world's sweetheart, Meryl Streep.
So if you'll be excusing me now, So if you'll excuse me, I'll be leaving with the car and the Navcom satellite. You know, because it's
Yeah.
Fast and Furious 9 or whatever. So it's like
We just made
shit.
more money than the Titanic movie
Yeah.
did. The Titanic movie.
than the Titanic, dude, which was a very profitable ship.
And
Inflation.
Meryl Streep, my second pick.
good call.
Time for Shane Train's second pick.
The Train.
I don't think you're gonna let me get away with this one, but
Probably not.
Are they real?
It's debatable.
It's not.
What?
This
I
is
was
a
looking
real.
up conspiracy
This is
theories,
Uh-huh.
and there's a conspiracy theory out there that Avril Lavigne died 10 years ago.
Yeah, I heard about that. Yeah.
So I want to be the actress who plays Avril Lavigne now. Because
So you can.
I don't even know how
so
you
can
get
finally
that work.
blow big wets.
What?
I don't understand.
Why? Why?
I just like you're gonna see shit. Like that's not.
What are you gonna see? Just
look? What aren't you gonna see if you're the ghost of Avril? You're impersonating Avril
you're
Lavigne.
just an actor
What
playing.
aren't I
Avril
gonna see a bunch of shit?
No, this is coming from the top
No.
down.
Lavigne. You're like a
I
kind
feel
of.
like you're saying vague
Look,
stuff.
I'm maybe I am, and maybe I'm shrouded in secrecy.
You can't just say this is coming from the top down.
Where else would it be coming from?
What do you think?
What, like,
I don't know what it
all of
is.
Ontario is Avril Lavigne dependent?
I don't know what you're talking about right now.
What happens in her day that is intriguing to you? Do you think? Just like, what do you think her day is like? Where
Well, look,
you
there's
watch
something
the
about
scoops of it.
we're literally having a draft where we're picking who else we could be, and
You know,
apparently-
she's married to Chad Kroger from Nickelback, right?
That's
I
who you
think
want
that fell
to
apart,
I
didn't it?
finish?
Yeah, I guess.
finish. I would love it.
Go ahead. Walk
Please.
us through
I
this.
really
please.
need you to
Okay,
finish.
what are we drafting right now? Tell me the subject. of
People
the-
who you'd like to be for a day.
This person got to be who they wanted to be for a day, but forever.
What are you talking? Is he drunk? Am I drunk? Are you guys fucking with me? Is this thing on?
Does this make sense?
No,
I think
it doesn't
Are
make
we asleep?
it doesn't
I
make
see-
any sense.
I see what you're saying. Where she's
Doing the thing we're
if this
drafting.
conspiracy theory is true, she's doing the very thing we're drafting. So she could be the mascot of this draft. But I'm not
That's
sure. I'm not sure I would necessarily want to be the actor playing Avril Lavigne for a day.
I just think that's
It
probably
seems
pretty.
stressful.
Seems like a pretty interesting person to me.
But what do you? Her day is just gonna be Avril Lavigne's day.
But there's there's stuff under the surface.
Yeah, but then she looks at the phone and
No,
it says
and
my
also
real
it's
mother,
not,
and then
because
she can't
you
call
just,
her, you know?
He just said if he was Meryl Streep for a day, he'd sign up for the Fast and Furious movies.
Yeah.
It's a little different.
Oh, It is a little different.
Same logic. I'm Meryl Streep. I sign her up for
There
a
you
movie.
see my third pick.
I think I'm gonna hate it.
It's fine. Okay.
All right, that's
There we go.
Just walk us through a day.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
As fake Avril Lavigne.
Okay. I wake up. I say, another day wearing this mask.
Yeah.
I get in. I look at my body. It's still good. Still.
You keep it tight.
Yeah.
You're an international pop star.
Yeah. And I'm like, oh man, the glory days are beyond me, but it's still nice to own property.
Sounds like a boring ass day.
yeah.
I'm not. So you wake up.
I'm not done. You
So
said
far
give
you
you a
wake
day,
up
and you want to
depressed-
interrupt. You're interrupting my day.
You wake up
Taking my
depressed
time.
and you own property. You could be a dentist so far. Go ahead.
I do like a Sirius satellite radio in-house, right? But I get the lyrics wrong to Skater Boy. I said,
You didn't write
see
it.
you later, fella. Rollerblades and stuff.
He's just a blader boy.
He's a border guy. And that's not a stance on immigration.
You know, I'm sold. You're right.
Yeah,
What
it
was
is a
I
good
thinking?
pick. It is a good pick.
Yeah. And I go and I have,
Shane, why are you
I have-
sweating so hard?
Because I'm not through Avril Lavigne. And I go have a dinner at LaGuardia at the Chili's Express before I red eye out to Calgary.
Man.
You're right. That sounds like a
Yeah, that's a
dope
good
day.
guy.
You all right, man?
Something about the altitude, I think.
All right. So your second pick is the person pretending to be Avril Lavigne in this conspiracy theory. Well, we'll let the audience figure it out. Sean, time for your second pick.
I'm gonna pick Neil Armstrong,
Oh.
and obviously the day that he walked on the moon.
Not the day he punched that guy in the face for saying it to death.
Not that day.
That was,
Or was that Buzz Aldrin?
Yeah.
That was Buzz Aldrin.
That was still Neil Armstrong's second best day, though.
Just that feeling of like being on the moon, seeing Earth. I mean, that's something that I want in my life, and I think would just be.
You're working towards that.
I feel like
You're making all the right
I feel
moves.
like after this comes out, someone's gonna be like, "Do you want to go to the moon?"
Sean wants to walk on the moon.
Oh, man. Hey, you should do TV. And also,
I wish I did. I wish I didn't have such a hard stance on not doing TV.
You gotta have. I mean, all you have is your cut.
Gotta have principles. You know?
Yeah.
but I mean, that's like news coverage. It's not like you're making a personal appearance.
No,
It's different.
I mean, I don't touch TV. I will not have my face on a television
No.
ever. So
No.
again, I'm not serious. Anybody out there listening who has any power, I'd love to be on
Please.
TV at some point.
Yeah,
I'd
that'd be
love
awesome.
to stop you from this shit.
So I'm looking at three people who have been on TV so much.
You think I have the power?
I didn't say you have the power. I'm just saying I'm looking at the three people that have been on TV. Anyway, I want to walk on the moon.
I haven't
Be
had
Neil
that.
Armstrong.
Wait, have we talked about that on here yet?
Yeah,
I wanna
I'm not
know.
Seriously, dog. Come on.
I'm a DARE graduate.
He's a
What are
DARE
we doing?
graduate. I'm a great graduate and a DARE graduate.
Natural helpers. You
And
and I.
also two natural helpers in the room. Do you guys have great gang resistance education and training?
You had that in
You had that in
Beaverton.
Beaverton?
Yeah. It was so fucking stupid. What gang were we gonna join? Like a lacrosse team? That was
Like, why didn't
crazy.
Sean have it?
That's who.
Sean hit me.
They couldn't put me in a cage, but I was too busy getting beat into
He
the
would have
grips.
crip walked out of that classroom.
What are you talking
I'm
about?
never going back.
Some cop named Officer Nunnenkamp came and don't join gangs. And we were like,
Nunnenkamp?
yeah, Nunnenkamp.
I
Bill
just pull
Nunnenkamp or
my
something like
shirt
that.
up as soon as that bell rings. You're in a teacher no more.
Mhm.
I'll see you outside.
And then another bell's gonna ring.
Yeah, I don't know that Neil Armstrong's day to day would have been amazing, but that particular day.
Well,
would've been the
yeah,
best.
I, mean, I bet his day to day is all right.
I mean, astronaut training would've been
it's
dope.
like a unseasoned piece of chicken for every meal,
Yeah, breasts.
and a day a day full of firm handshakes and eye contact. A lot of tucked in shirts.
Oh God.
A lot of
Standing
haircuts.
appointment with your barber every third Wednesday of the month.
Absolutely, with Clyde. Yeah,
Eyes
So
closed,
then
missionary style sex with your wife?
once every
Clyde.
2 months. Yep.
Clyde, give me the 5-4 clipper fade. I'm kidding. It'll be the 4-3 like usual. I didn't mean to go off the handle like that,
Within the
Clyde.
two, you laugh for 15 minutes.
Do you think like Neil Armstrong's wife, like every sex with her, just comes like to Ness is just like she's insatiable. It's like once every 2 months they fuck.
You know how astronauts once they've been to space will get like is it
Ruins
They
their-
can't come
It
anymore.
ruins
they
shit.
can't jizz, yeah.
No, like it makes everything weird.
That, but like it does make everything. There's like a
They just come back to Earth because they see how small it is and how little any of this matters.
and
All
they
this stuff.
are like very nihilistic.
Yeah.
It's like
It's like fuck it, and they just want to go back up because that's like
The coolest thing.
chasing the dragon. Like you
Yeah.
can't get that feeling doing anything else. So yeah, be
It's like
wild.
the first
I want
time
that. I want to
had-
go crazy.
It's like the first time I did stand up.
Yeah,
It's never gonna feel that good.
for everyone in the crowd.
Well,
now
you
they-
can stand up on the moon.
Yeah.
That was the first time.
I'm sorry. Yeah, I did. I opened
Yeah,
my.
yeah, yeah. The Russians flew you up there.
Yeah.
Neil Armstrong, to maybe spice things up, have some soup. You know, that's like what his
Whoa,
thing is.
hey.
Gazpacho.
Yeah. Cold soup.
I'll have some
What is it, my
borscht,
50th
maybe.
wedding anniversary?
Hey, I
get
thought we
crazy.
beat those guys to the moon.
You won't even eat a pierogi because Poland's a little too close to Russia.
Give me a couple cooked carrots and we'll call it good. You know what I mean? I don't want to fucking.
Neil Armstrong is an eating cooked carrots ass motherfucker.
Of course he is.
Cooked carrots, fuck cooked carrots.
Giant bowl of cooked carrots. Ian just got in the Costanza pose
Yeah,
when he was nude.
fanciest stance.
In a stew, I don't mind some cooked carrots.
No, that's different.
I don't either, and I hate
Because you're not
hearty
eating
stew.
cooked carrots.
Yeah.
You're
I
eating.
don't love stew.
You don't love stew?
It's fine.
I like
haven't
stew.
had a good stew
What
in
do you
a
gotta
while.
have stew with a good soda bread?
Mom, I know you're listening to this. Let's get some stew going.
Mom,
You
I
and
know
me
you're listening to this.
Eating stew.
I'll be in
I'm
Portland
not having
like
stew.
in 2 weekends with Ian. Let's go get stew with Sue.
3 of us. Stew with stew.
Stew.
We can record it. Oh my
Yeah.
god, that would be fucking
It'll be an
hilarious.
AFP bonus episode.
Stew with stew.
Stew with
Stew with
stew.
Sue.
Tuesdays with
Tuesdays with Maury. Tuesdays with Mommy.
We did it.
Fucking brain
Well,
trust in
guess I'm
you,
gonna have to change my TV rule because that's gonna be a show.
Neil Armstrong, fun pick,
Yeah.
great pick.
Yeah. Thanks, bud. Thanks.
David, time for your second and third picks, as it is.
That's a lot.
Serpentine draft.
My second pick, I want to be Diddy.
Oh,
Yeah.
that's a great pick.
Yeah, that's
What?
fantastic.
Win.
Current era.
Oh.
The day he punched his son's coach.
Kettlebell.
Oh yeah, he tried to kill him,
I
right?
just want to wake up, make deals, and then force my son into Division I football.
And then try to murder a very strong man.
Hey, so okay.
Because Diddy's like, I feel like I often get emotionally hyped up in a way that physically doesn't match it.
Yeah.
And I think Diddy is the same way.
Yeah.
Like you hear stories like I was listening to this interview with the Locks, and they were like, yeah, we were in the club, and then like Diddy like threw a bottle of champagne at some guy and was like, I don't give a fuck, I'm with the Locks right now. And I think that kind of behavior would be fun.
Yeah, that would be really fun.
So this is very. So you know that Rick Ross album, his second to last one. It was like 5 years ago or something, and
By
it's
the way,
got
his
that.
most recent one is fucking dope.
It is.
Yeah.
But
Also the baby.
it's got that.
Oh, the baby. Listen to Keith.
It's got that recording of Diddy screaming at that dude, calling him out, like saying, "Oh, he doesn't work hard enough." You know what I'm talking about?
No.
Damn it! I was gonna ask
Diddy
you if that
works.
was real or not.
They say he doesn't sleep.
Yeah, he's one of those guys who doesn't need like
He doesn't really need
like
sleep.
3 hours a night maybe.
And then, like, I was just watching the Bad Boy 20-year documentary, and like they're talking to his business associates, and they're like, "Yeah, at Uptown Record, he was just like 20 years old, screaming at people with no shirt on in the office, making huge $1 million deals. Like he's such a character."
Well, there's this track where he's screaming at this guy. I can't say most of the words, but the gist
What are
of
they,
it.
Sean?
Is it one word a lot?
One word a lot.
What's that word,
But the
Sean?
gist of it, David, I can't say it. But the gist of it is he's screaming. He's like, "Do you want to walk with mortals or you want to walk with God?" And then he fucking screams at him like, "Make up your goddamn mind."
That's how he talks.
I want
bro.
it to be real.
Yeah.
He says he's like, yo, that guy, it's like another, his, like, people forget, Diddy fell off completely and then came, he was a joke.
Yeah.
He was at the post-Shiny Suit Rappers
Did
era.
you watch?
Everybody made fun of him. He had no respect in him. Like, no, he was he was the butt of jokes.
But look at what he did,
and
though.
He came back on top. Like, Diddy's the best.
Did you watch that new Hip Hop Evolution on Netflix?
No,
Because they
I
do a
didn't
whole.
watch that hip-hop
Oh,
evolution.
don't fucking clown me like that. It's not bad. And they do a whole thing on how Diddy did so much for hip hop, brought it into mainstream in a different way that not a lot of people had up until that point. So
Yeah,
it was
man,
good.
he's incredible.
I knew you were gonna do that. Like
He
it's
ran a
corny that I
marathon?
watched that.
What?
Huh?
Huh?
What?
I knew he was gonna get mad that I watched Hip Hop
I just got a
Evolution on
documentary I
Netflix.
want you to
I watched some of that hip hop evolution, but it was one of those things where I
The
put it
Bay
on.
Area one wasn't about Mac Dre. That's
I know
all I
that's
have to
crazy.
say.
know. And they
It's just
still
on my
didn't
phone
touch
all
on
the
it.
time.
They did another one. It still didn't bring him up.
Yeah, see, I'm not. I can't
ridiculous.
respect that.
Are you
Yeah,
talking about Too Short though?
yeah.
That's
That was-
tight, but like you can't.
They didn't bring up
To talk
Rap and
about Bay Area
Forte.
rap and not talk about.
Yeah. No, I'm with you.
Stupid.
It's still
Anyway.
new shit.
Diddy's a
Anyways,
fucking fantastic.
Diddy, man, I
You
think that
could
guy's
run a marathon. You will have known what it was like to lay in bed
with Jennifer Lopez.
That's the thing. If you're them for a day later in life, you would get all their memories for that day. I didn't even think about that.
God. All I would do was think about how good things
You
were.
just jack off for 24 hours.
No,
And if you don't sleep, you can.
I don't think his life is bad now, man. I bet
his life is fun.
And I would call up Lil Kim. I would
Yeah.
ask people stories about Biggie.
Yeah.
Like, there's just like,
Man, that'd be
he
cool.
has access to like everybody on
This
Mars.
memories thing is freaking me out. That didn't even cross my mind.
Yeah.
Like you could just be some 90-year-old.
And he knows what
Yeah.
I would know what happened with Tupac at the Hit Factory that day.
Yeah,
Which
you
I
would.
think that rumor is true. I think he shot himself.
Really?
Oh,
I never
you
heard
think-
that one.
There's like a lot of people who, because he had done that before.
I think he shot himself 5 times, or
The
had
theory
someone
is-
do it.
You know, the theory is he went to pull it because he's not like a gun guy like that.
Yeah.
He went to pull it and he like pop out, and then they shot him. But like he initially shot himself.
No, I didn't.
And
know
there's
that.
like this.
Is that how he shot his nut off? You think like
there's
that's,
like this
that's the
interview
shot?
with Biggie where Biggie's like, I mean, I think he was like embarrassed because he like shot him. It's like Biggie's like really reluctant to
That's
say.
pretty buck.
But anyways, yeah, I'd be Diddy.
That's
Yeah,
tight.
that's fantastic. God, that was
Great pick.
good.
Yeah.
And your third pick?
My third. Hold on, let me pull it up.
My next 3 are kind of passion picks, I think.
Oh, my next pick, and this is like not for the reasons you would think.
Oh.
I would be Eddie Murphy.
Okay.
And it's not so much because of his legacy, although I would love that. But when I was watching his comedians in cars getting coffee,
Yeah.
and he described his life now, it sounds so good to me.
What was
like
he?
when
I
he was
haven't
like,
watched it yet.
he was
Yeah, I
like,
didn't
he
watch
was like, he was like, I just like to do nothing. That's my favorite
Oh,
thing.
yeah,
is
I
to
did
just
see that.
sit
Yeah.
around with no TV or whatever and just do nothing. And then he's like, and I just have my kids all with me.
Yeah.
And he's got a beautiful house, and he's got a lifetime achievement, so he knows that, and he just has a beautiful family, and he's rich, and he sits around and does
He
nothing.
smokes a ton of weed. He makes reggae albums.
Yeah. Oh my God, that song was great.
Yeah.
Green light, red. He was wearing some type of strange hood.
It was not
I
terrible.
think "Party All the Time" is a good song.
I do
still
too.
think it's a good song. He's a good singer.
I mean, you got to think Rick James for that.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
Eddie
every
Murphy
morning.
sang. You know, I mean,
But,
he's a good
yeah,
singer.
I mean, I would like to be Eddie Murphy for a day.
I have 2 pictures on my table next to my
I got
bed.
2 pictures here.
Rick James and Haile Selassie, and I thank them both every morning. Yeah, Eddie Murphy would be great. I think I've told the story before, but it's like a third-hand story. Gordon told me some dude, I forget who, but some rich dude who lives on the same street as Eddie Murphy told him, and he says like once a week on like the same day, maybe it's like a Tuesday. Yeah, he'd be out walking his dog, and Eddie Murphy lives at the very end of the street in this massive house compound with a big gate, but you would hear like a and then like a Ferrari would like peel out and drive down the street like and then turn around and drive back in, and then like 2 minutes later you hear and then a Lamborghini, and then like like a fucking McLaren, like all these supercars.
Yeah.
Because he has all of them.
Yeah.
But he can't really. You gotta drive him, but he can't really go out because he's fucking Eddie Murphy.
Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
And that's like the least conspicuous kind of vehicle.
Yeah. And he's like so famous that he's famous in LA. You know what I mean? Like that, which is a crazy kind of famous.
Yeah.
With
For sure.
50 people like that, maybe 20. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like even in LA, you can't really go out.
Yeah.
But yeah, it'd be fun to be Eddie Murphy.
I think it would be great. I think that he
All
is
that
pretty.
talent too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
To know that
you know
pretty
he's
brain?
funny now.
Yeah.
And like I think he seems to be like watching that interview. He seems to be pretty content with where he's at right now.
Yeah.
And I don't think that's a thing that is super common in comedians who get
No.
old. It's listen, this job.
Oof.
If you're looking at the old people who do it, you're going to see a lot of broken men and women. So
Yeah.
when you see somebody who doesn't seem fucked up, it's cool.
Heavy eyes.
It's a bit of a beacon. It's a light. It's a light tower. Yeah.
Yeah, because he doesn't. And like, yeah, I mean, at least watching him in that interview, he doesn't seem crazy affected. And he even said it. He was like, I think now is the best time.
Is it comedy?
Yeah, no,
Yeah,
just
for comedy?
just in his life.
Oh, in his life.
He's like, I don't reminisce on like, oh, that used to be so great. It's like now is always the best.
Yeah. Recently that like or what statement he made or whatever, reflecting on, was it Delirious or Raw? I forget which, but he was
about
like,
the jokes.
I was like a 25-year-old going through a breakup. I was really sad. I wouldn't say that shit now. You know?
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I think that's really cool to be like introspective like that.
Mhm.
Especially anyway, you'd not to get into like comedy.
Yeah,
Fucking
there's a
inside
civil
baseball
war
show.
on it. I'm
Yeah.
not trying to.
Let's skip that.
You guys don't want to talk about the comedy.
No, I don't.
What's that?
No, we haven't talked about it for like an
all I'm
hour.
gonna say
today.
is the South will rise again.
Yeah. Are we the South?
I don't know.
All right.
No.
I feel like we're like the French Foreign Legion.
I want to be like those. I forget the name of the. There was this like Legion of Soldiers from New York who dressed super fancy. It wasn't the Orangemen.
The Minutemen?
They had like some French name. I'll look it up. I'll look it up during Sean's pick.
Les
Sean.
Petits Oies?
Les Petits Oies. Les Petits Déjeuners.
All right, that's it.
Sean, time for your third pick.
I'm gonna be Axl Rose
All done.
in 1991,
Peace.
so I can sing all the songs.
Peace
from
out.
Use Your Illusion 1 and 2 in a stadium, and be a rock star for a day.
Oh, like during their huge world
Yeah,
tour.
it was
Hell
Use Your
yeah.
Illusion 1 with like Don't Cry, November Rain, all that crazy shit, and you're just to be that like textbook rock star in an arena would have been. That's always just been something. I'll never know what that's like.
And
You
that's
might-
like that's like the peak of
yeah.
Yeah.
91, man.
But like, yeah, that era is the height of it. Yeah.
Yeah, that you will. Nobody will
And you
know
can
that
drink a
feeling.
whole bottle of J-Mo.
Yeah, dude.
What shit? Wednesday.
I guess it was Jack. What was that Jack for the?
That was Slash.
Brownstone, he keeps calling. He won't leave me alone.
Axl Rose not here.
No, it's crazy.
You guys probably thought he was here. He's
Yeah,
not.
yeah, yeah.
As Ian and Shane
He's not.
harmonizing.
He is hovering outside of the.